Connect the dot.
Yeah.
Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Connect the dot podcast, episode 5. We here.
What up?
What's up? We're the hosts. The hosts with the most.
What am I? Am I the co-host?
No, we did this last week, bro. Come on. That's why I said we're the hosts.
We're the host.
We're the host.
We're the host.
Together as one, we are one host.
You should be flipping the camera.
You don't know how to flip them?
Okay, I'll do it. Just saying.
It's always a shot of me flipping the screen in the video, man.
There we go.
We have to flip the screen and make sure that we know it's recording and we know that it's everything's working. So
everything's good.
Just that way they know, right? Tell the people. But what's up? Welcome back, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the 4th installment. We're here on the 5th installment.
That's what's up.
Like I said, we're hoping you guys are enjoying all the content and stuff like that, all the news, all the different things that we're coming up with, and it's only gonna get bigger and better from here. But we're on to episode 5 here. I'm with my boy Gutz. What's up, Gutz?
What's up, Danny boy? You know, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? One love.
You already know.
You know what I mean? Well, yeah, 5 episodes deep. You know, and just thinking back to when we started talking about this, and you know, like the thing with you, you're always like a go-getter. You're always like, if you have an idea, it's like you're hammering the idea, like, yo, you gotta do this, and it's like, and I remember like when you first brought this idea to me, and it was like, you know, I was for it. It was just the timing situation. You're like, yo, no, we gotta make this happen, yo. And then when you showed me the set and you showed me how, you know, everything was like mapped out, and it's just like one of those ones where like, no, I had to do it, right? So it's like, you know, now we're 5 episodes deep. You know what I'm saying? You know,
got
like
a little bit of a format to the show now.
That's what I mean. Like we got everything going, right?
The sponsors. So shout out the sponsor right off the jump. You know, Super Vendors. Big shout out to Super Vendors as always. Every week now we're gonna be slamming some of the most exotic foods we could find in Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Super Vendors.
And Super Vendors has come true the last couple of weeks with you know, the snacks and the goodies. We still haven't touched certain things. We haven't touched the Lucky Charms yet. We haven't touched the Cheetos.
No, we haven't.
Right, the jalapeno cheddar. We
bunch of drinks here.
We touched a couple of the snacks.
So, guys, I got a confession to make. So during the week, I kind of cracked open the nerds. I can't lie. They were looking at me. I was really high one night editing. I had no munchies, and I cracked them open. So today's first snack is actually going to be the big chewy nerds.
Big nerds.
Crunchy shell outside, but chewy on the inside.
Okay.
Try it out, brother.
Okay.
I like nerds, man. I've always been a
shout out to Super Vendors. You know, gotta big up the sponsors.
Supervendors.ca.
Sponsors, hit us up, man. If you guys want to, you know, support, you know, your local hustlers that's doing their thing, and you want to get your name out there too, yo, we're willing to network. We're willing to build with you, you know. So hit us up.
Giddy up.
You know?
So today, guys. Again, shout out to Super Vendors. Links in the description. Go check them out.
I gotta pick my snack though.
Oh wait, yeah. Whoa, hello. We gotta get drinks too.
I haven't into the drinks.
Sorry, I got so excited over the nerds.
Those are sour.
Yeah.
I've always had my eye on this one. I think I'm gonna choose the Starburst. The
Starburst fruit
by the foot. Fruit by the foot.
Yo, I'm scooping this drink today. The sour Kool-Aid Jammer.
Oh, okay.
That one's going down the hatch.
So your whole snacks is sour. Your drink is sour. Are you gonna be sour today?
I'm no sourness from you.
You're gonna be sour today?
No, I'm gonna be good.
Because you're just choosing pure sour meals and.
I'm actually choosing the sour to counteract the non-sourness that I have.
Okay.
So I gotta like just kind of level it out a little bit.
Okay.
So like I said, guys, we do have a stack show for you today.
So your drink is that?
I got my drink. Gutz is gonna take his drink.
What
we got
is
our
this?
snacks chosen for the evening.
I don't know about that one.
To be honest, there's not much looking like for drinks right now, but
where was the ones that we were saying we didn't want to drink? Or
that's
we didn't...
that one. That's this one.
Was this one and this
one?
This one? Okay, so maybe that's something that we can do today too. No, not today. Oh yeah, that's true. My bad.
That's all good.
You know what? I think I'm gonna try this one with this one has the marble.
In it, yeah.
Apparently, right? What is it? Ramoon, peach. It's a carbonated soft drink. So I think it's gonna taste like flavored water or flavored like peach water. I don't know, but
it looks all right though. It looks pretty.
It looks like it's from Japan or something. It says it's made with real sugar, and real sugar is in capital letters. So
there we go.
You know,
let's hope that's a nice one then.
Yeah.
So there we go. We got our drinks. We got our snacks for the week. Next week we still got some more snacks here. We're gonna have to get a new mystery box soon.
Yeah, we gotta hit up Chris.
It is the fifth episode, so I mean technically it's time.
Yeah, Chris.
So on the sixth episode, we'll hopefully be opening up a new mystery box for you guys. But like I said, guys, we do have a jam-packed episode for you guys today. We will try to get it through. I know last week's episode was a little long. It was on the longer side, so. But I mean, it's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. People seem to be enjoying it.
Shout out to people that are sitting there watching it, taking it in. Like I said, like you always put in there. It's like, yo, if you're sitting around, you're interested, you're bored, whatever, doing nothing.
Yeah, pop it on.
Pop it on, man. Like we're just shooting the shit, talking the hip hop. Talking the music, the culture, whatever.
Bro, it's been crazy though. I can't lie. Like when I went back and looked at the analytics, so most people are now watching it for about 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So we started off and people were watching for about 20 minutes. Now people are watching it for about 45 minutes, like on average. And we are over 100 hours watch time, which is crazy.
That's beautiful.
Our first podcast got over 200 views. It's at 200 views officially.
Okay.
The second episode basically got 100, just over 100 so far.
Okay.
Which was just released last week. And the new episode was just released right now, so I have no idea what it's sitting at right now.
All the people that watched it, make sure you share it. Make sure you tell a friend, tell everybody. Hit the subscribe button too.
Hit that subscribe button. Drop likes, comments. Let us know that you guys are watching it. Let us know you guys are liking it and stuff like that.
Let us know and tell the artists. I mean, like we do the song reviews.
Artist reviews, yeah.
Artist reviews. We're gonna actually have our first guest coming on today. A little later.
Yeah, we're gonna have a guest on today.
We're just keep that little.
Well, the thing is like this. They already seen it in the title. So you guys already know Dre Specz is on the show later. So
exactly.
It is what it is.
No, I was saying that they know what it is, but we're gonna get back to it later.
Yeah, we're gonna
get the Specz later. Specz is he's gonna call in. He's gonna tell us what's going on with him. But my point is that artists hit us up. Like I said, we're 5 episodes in right now. We like the interaction, and it's like it's cool too. Like when we shoot ahead, and it's that anticipation, right? We build that anticipation where like people are like, "Oh, yo, when's my episode gonna air?" When can I find it? I'm like, "Oh, it's not out yet, but go to the page,
right?
Share this video and like just tell people you're coming on the next episode."
That's
and,
right.
So it's getting out there. You know what I mean? It's getting out there, and
people
it's like
hitting me up, asking me about the song reviews, shouting me out about the podcast, asking me about events, asking me about so. It's doing its job. The reason why we started the podcast is just to let people know that we're still here and that we're still active and that we have plans for the future, Yeah. So now we're here. We're planning for the future. We're giving ourselves a bit of a platform here, giving you guys a bit of a platform to utilize. So hit us up. Utilize the platforms.
Make sure you hit the sub button, hit the like button. Tell a friend, word of mouth. Share that shit. Like we're like I said, we're trying to build. We're trying to connect the dot.
Trying to connect that dot, bro.
We're trying to connect the dot. I mean, fuck, like it really sucks. Like this whole COVID thing where it's like we
can't do events,
etc. But
can't do anything really.
But at the end of the day, it's good. Like this one.
I just like this one.
But yeah, it's good that that we're able to fucking do this shit, get this thing happening. We got some shit on the table. I know that you mentioned some stuff. You got some more info.
More stuff's gonna be releasing on our next podcast about some future stuff. Not everything's firmly locked in yet, so I don't want to release too much stuff right now. I don't like to let the cat out of the bag.
If you know Danny Boy, as long as as I've known him, and I know people have known him longer, that he's always got shit on the go. Whether it's selling pianos
or whatever,
or doing events, or playing golf.
Yeah, who knows what's next?
Like Danny Boy's always got something going up his sleeve, So it's like 100%, he's gonna give us some more info. I'm gonna go back to the golf thing though. I gotta ask you something.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's get into that.
I've noticed since lockdown, there's been an interest in golf. There's an interest of people playing golf.
Yes.
Did I miss something?
No.
Did I miss a memo?
No, you didn't. And I'm gonna explain it to you.
Okay, what happened?
I'm gonna explain it to you right now. So, as everybody knows, we're in the pandemic. We're in the lockdown. We're in this. We're in that. There's all these different measures, all this and all that. You're a coach of a team, a basketball team. So you, I'm sure, understand the effects that the pandemic has had on the sports for the kids.
Absolutely.
So not just the kids though, also the adults too. Like sports in general. It's been a little wonky. It's a little messed up right now for everybody, right? Now, since the first shutdown, since the first lockdown,
right,
everything was locked down. That one doesn't work. My kids couldn't play hockey. My kids couldn't play soccer. I paid X amount of money. My kid was in rep soccer, and then they didn't even refund us our money, and we did nothing all season. Right? It was brutal. Right.
Right.
Now, the one thing one sport activity that you could do is golf.
Right.
Because it's outdoor. They made it so that when if you put the ball in the hole, you don't even bend down to touch the ball or anything. There's a little thing, you pop it up and it pops right out for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're making it so it's contactless. So it's basically you're only touching your equipment. You know what I mean? The only thing that you actually do touch, that other people do touch, is the cart, the actual golf cart.
Right.
But then they sanitize that at the end or whatever, right?
For sure.
So basically what happened with me, for instance, I have not played golf since I was like a teenager, right?
Right.
And like, and even then it wasn't like I golfed. I went there more for the drinking and the girls and the golf cart, right?
Oh, shit.
It's all good. I got it. So now, when I found that out, I couldn't do basketball. I couldn't do like ball hockey. I couldn't do any of my regular activity. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't do anything.
Right.
And but then I found out golf was still open. So then I naturally took to golf. So I started playing golf, and my even one of my friends, I talked him into starting to play golf. He didn't even have a set. He went bought a set. Boom! Now all of a sudden we're golfing all summer because there's nothing else to do. We couldn't go here, couldn't go there. But what could we do? We could go golf.
Right.
So I'm telling you right now, that's the only sport realistically that you can get away with playing activity-wise. So that's why there's such a spike in golf right now in the area.
Because I notice a lot of like, you know, like I play softball, right?
Yeah.
So like I notice a lot of my softball friends, like they gravitated they picked up golf, right?
Because they can't play softball.
Even a lot of you know, like I see a lot of these rapper friends, like they're into this whole golf like craze. Like it just seemed, like I said, like since the last pandemic or since the first pandemic,
yeah,
that's been like the go-to. Like everybody seems to be gravitated to that.
I bought my son a set of golf clubs last year. He never had a
Right.
set of golf clubs. I'm putting him in golf this year because it's the same thing. He can't play soccer, he can't play hockey, he can't play anything. So I'm gonna put him in golf. He's gonna learn how to play golf, and that's just it. But you know what? Golf's a great sport. I can't lie. It teaches you a lot about patience. Teaches you a lot about a lot of things.
So what, you do 18 holes?
Yeah, I usually play 18 holes. Sometimes I walk the course because it's good exercise, and sometimes I drive the cart. So it just depends, right? But for me, it's more about the exercise I go with. We have fun though. Like I play with like a couple of my friends, like you know, and it's a business thing too. Like you know, like even the other day I was playing with a friend of mine, but it's also a business. Like, you know, we were talking business too. Like I was playing with Peter Jackson. Like me and him played 18 holes the other day. And you know, we got a lot of business talk done too. So it's like, you know, sometimes you can get like a little bit of both in, right?
Yeah.
So I like golf. It's a good sport, right? I'm not gonna lie, but before last summer though, I wouldn't have been talking like this. I would have never even said that. I would have been like, golf's one of the. I couldn't even watch golf. Now I'm sitting here, I find myself watching golf. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Like I only really watched golf like when it was Tiger, right?
Right.
And you know, even like the Shark with Greg Norman.
Okay.
Sometimes I'd watch like his matches, but I mean I've only played golf I think twice in my life.
Right.
And you know, I liked it. It's not something that I would say, yo, I got to again.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones where like it was enjoyable. I was always losing the ball. That was the one thing. Like I hit it and like I have terrible like eyesight, like
eyesight coordination.
No, like eyesight.
Yeah,
like,
so when you hit the ball, you can't see where it goes.
I can't see where it goes, right?
Yeah,
like
I still
especially when it's
that.
so like I lose my shit and I'm just like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah,
so
well, you lose a lot of balls. It's pretty expensive. It starts. it adds up for sure. Like you know.
You know, it's always like it's just one of those ones where it's just like.
But I'll be honest with you, bro. It's all you gotta adapt to the times, bro.
Yeah,
that's what it is, bro. So.
But I mean, yeah, like I see the crave for it. I see the craze for it. I see, you know, people like
jumping all over it
now. It just seems like golf is like the number one choice now, right?
It's all you can. It's the only choice.
Yeah.
It's hard when it's the only choice. But if you think about it, and this is what I was telling somebody the other day, is golf's one of the only sports that I can think of that's actually an individual sport. It's actually you versus the golf course.
Yeah.
Like me and you could go golfing, and we could make it competitive by seeing who has the better score. But at the end of the day, it's an individual sport. There's a par on every course.
Yeah.
So every course has a number, right? Like there's a par 3, par 4, so there's a par. So if you can shoot par, it doesn't matter what I shot.
Yeah.
You got par.
Yeah.
That's you versus the course. Did you beat the course today or not? So, like for instance, even baseball, you're throwing the ball, right? Catch the ball. Now we both touch the ball, right? Golf is the only sport that I can think of where you're not really too close to, so you can social distance. You're not touching the same equipment. It's you know.
If you look at like mainstream sports, yeah, for sure.
Name anything else that's an individual.
Well, I mean, what if we're talking any sport?
Sure.
Swimming.
Okay. No, it's a good one for sure. Yeah.
Right. If you're talking any sport.
But technically, Not really. It's a race.
I mean, you could say, yeah.
But in the same sense too is.
Well, I mean, what about synchronized swimming?
Then now you're on a team.
Yeah, but you can be an individual on a synchronized swimming.
No,
like if you do like single like routines.
Oh, the single routine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. So swimming could be technically. For sure.
I mean, like yeah.
It's a reach, but it's there.
I'm just trying to say. I don't know.
Yeah, no. It's
bowling.
Bowling's a team sport usually.
Yeah.
Or it's a 1v1.
True, but I mean, you could still social distance with your own ball.
I think I could agree with you on that, though. I think I could agree with you on that, and to a degree, it'd be really tough to get that going because you'd have to have like one person per lane, so you could only have so many people playing or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just saying is that like, I feel like bowling could be individual sport because again, it is kind of similar where it's like you versus the pins. You have so many shots to knock down so many pins. So if you knock down all the pins every single time, then you beat the lane technically.
I mean, and you have your own ball, and you know, you can essentially social distance where one person on one lane, one person on the other lane.
It'd be hard though to make that actually happen in like real life scenario just because
of the business.
Yeah, the business. So you'd have what, like let's say there's 18 lanes, so now you can only have 18 people playing.
But isn't the whole purpose right now is to lessen the whole travel or lessen the whole
like, traffic?
Traffic, whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's actually interesting. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can really like utilize that.
Swimming?
I mean, I'm not gonna go along with that narrative. But I'm just saying.
No, that's actually a decent one though.
Yeah.
If you bring your own ball.
If you bring your own ball, if you had your own ball, or if you had whatever.
It's pretty much the only requirement. You'd have to have your own ball, and then one person per lane or whatever. But then
Or if you're gonna share balls, then it has to be like you have to like rent a ball and like they have to it's sanitized and clean. Like you could do that.
It could happen.
Right?
But then it's indoor, you're in a facility, and then there's a
blah. Yeah, it's fucking, you know.
Like every morning you wake up and there's something you can't
do. It's always something you can't do.
It's like, oh, this morning you can do this, and then the next day you're like, oh, by the way, no, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you know what? But on that note, let's go into the gut check.
Guys, like last week we introduced the gut check time, right? Was it last week or did we do it the week before?
We did it the week before.
Okay, so we've got the gut check time popping twice now. This week we're going to start it at the beginning of the show, right after. We wanted to talk a little bit with you guys, but we're going to get into the gut check time right away. So let's get into
the gut check though. It's a good segue though. It's a good little segue, like into the gut check. Like, you know, let's talk about the COVIDs. Let's talk about the COVIDs real quick. You know, I don't really want to get too much into this whole thing, but did you see the whole thing where apparently live streaming is no longer
the shows?
Yeah, the live stream shows,
live stream concerts are no longer allowed.
You know, are prohibited under these new rules. So, as I'm noticing now, it seems like people are starting to get fed up with this whole COVID narrative now.
Let's talk about this for a second. So first of all, that's stupid. We can just straight off.
We can straight off say that.
We can just straight off the hop.
Because I never knew that COVID can go through internet or go through.
Now this is what they're saying though, right? And this is the problem: is people abuse things, right? Like you can't give people anything. You can't trust anybody with anything. People are not responsible enough for this type of situation. Okay. We're in a dire situation. We're in a tough situation, right? So for me to pull off filming the documentary, for me to pull off some of the stuff I've been able to do, I didn't do it by being an idiot and just doing it and just fucking and overdoing it and not taking precautions and not moving a certain way, right? That's how I was able to get these things done, and I'm good on that one, respect. So basically, what I'm trying to say is these people are doing these live performance fucking whatever, what do you want to call them, live streams, and they're bringing too many people. They're obviously way too close to each other in the venue. They're like overcrowding the venue. There's people there that aren't performers. There's, you know what I mean? They're not following the guidelines. Like it's just like all you have to do is just follow the simple guidelines, and then everything would be good. But then all of a sudden, you know, these fucking hip hop police or whatever you want to call them that are watching everybody's shit, which is why I got banned. Obviously, somebody reporters, obviously some Karens are complaining, and then, you know, they start looking into it. But when they look into it, all of a sudden they're like, oh shit. Why is there 8 guys on a stage? Oh shit! Why is this happening? Why is this happening? They start pinning, and now they're like, okay, well, guess what? Now all of you can't do it. You know, it's like that whole, you know, back when you were a kid and someone messed up in the class and did something stupid, but everybody got punished. We all got detention. Like that's what's going on.
Yeah, but I think it's unnecessary.
It is unnecessary.
At the end of the day, regardless, it's unnecessary.
It is, but
you've already
people
taken...
need to be responsible, though.
Yeah, people need to be responsible. At the end of the day, though, like, people need to live their lives.
I agree with that. And when it comes to that, though, like, at the end of the day, I'm like this. Like, I'm pro-choice, I'm pro this, I'm pro that. I'm not pro what's going on right now with the world. But at the same time, I do realize that, you know, obviously COVID's a real thing. People are dying, whatever. Obviously, it's not at a mass rate. It's not like anything we should be like super, like, we should not be in the state of emergency.
We shouldn't be in the state of emergency with what's going on.
But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, since people are dying and people are actually being affected by this, I mean, we can't say that it's not. I mean, we can't say that it is, because I don't know, me personally, I don't know somebody firsthand.
That's not the narrative. That's the narrative that they want you to believe.
What?
That people are saying that, oh, it's not real, or, oh, it's not serious. That's not the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, it's very real.
Yeah.
Yes, it is serious.
For sure.
But at the rate that people are surviving versus people are dying, it doesn't justify a pandemic. It doesn't justify that.
No.
I'm going off of just numbers, not off conspiracy. It's not off of my opinion. I'm going off of numbers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
I'm looking at like the numbers and the infection. You know how many people are getting affected. You know, like and dying from this. Like not even so much the people that have it. People who are dying from it. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't equal like anything that's what's going on. But people are losing their livelihood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and when you look at like these small businesses that have been affected by this whole thing, like they're the ones that are always getting targeted, right? A lot of these lockdowns have never been geared towards certain industries, certain people.
No, and I agree, because honestly, like this is the one big thing that I was saying too, is like if it was really about the people, for instance, they'd be smart enough to think this stuff through. Like, for instance, why is the LCBO and Walmart the places that you can buy alcohol, or even Loblaws? People are telling me you can get alcohol at Loblaw or whatever, right? All these different places you can go walk into and get alcohol, right? Why wouldn't they make it where I'm just gonna roll this one. Why wouldn't they make it where the mom and pop shops, like the restaurants, the pubs, those places, that's the only place you can get alcohol right now. That should be the only place that you could get alcohol right now. Why is it that Walmart is the place that they streamline rather than the smaller grocery store? You know what I mean? Or why not the, like the essential stuff?
Because they want to kill the smaller businesses.
I know they do, but that's what I'm trying to explain, is that if they really were for the people, like wouldn't be going down this way. You know what I mean? It'd be going down a lot differently. So
yeah,
they're acting like they're our parents and we're doing something bad, and they're gonna spank us and ground us and shit, bro.
But it's sad though, like how artists are trying to like survive, because they've been, when you look at like artists, independent artists, they've been hurt the most with this, right? Like they can't perform, or it's harder to like
they can't tour, they can't do shows, they can't promote their music.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do all that shit, and the one little outlet or thing that they can do, that they can control, is utilize like the whole social media and like perform live. And that's why like you got to give credit to guys like Swiss and Timberland for doing the Versus thing.
Yeah,
that was genius, because that was a smart thing, right? Because people are at home, and even like
Tory Lanez did the quarantine radio. That was cool.
Like people just did their different shit because people were at home, just
And that's that's basically what we're doing. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but to try and cut that off,
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
But again, and I'm not trying to justify it, because I hate to be that guy that sounds like he's trying to justify it. But again, bro, it's just people not moving smart. Like it's not about, it's not like, bro, like you can't sell weed either, or you can't sell this, or you can't do this and you can't do that. But people still do it, but they do it in the way where they don't get caught. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like don't be
you can't bait yourself out.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't bait yourself.
You're on a live stream, bro.
Yeah, you can't bait yourself out.
You can't.
You can't.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you have to be smart about it for sure.
That's all
you can't
I'm
bait
saying.
yourself
People weren't
out.
being responsible about it. Like they're like, live performance tonight. Oh, we're gonna do a live stream. Cool, wicked. What you should do is have a camera set up. When the guy's performing, the camera's only on him. You could have 30, 50, 60 people in the building.
Yeah.
Don't show it on the live. That's the problem, is people are showing it on the live. They want to brag about it. They want to be like cool. And you know what? Guess what? Now you ruined it for all of us. Now none of us get to play basketball. You know what I mean? So
no, but I mean,
anyways,
at the end of the day, I think it was just
the whole thing.
The whole process is just to shut down these smaller businesses, or these independent artists, like
all that shit,
all these guys, like and just focus on like these bigger corporations. But
you got to look at it too. from the public perspective, and this is, I try to do that, right? Like I just try to be not closed-minded on certain things.
Right.
So I'm thinking about it like this. Imagine you're sitting at home, right? Let's just say you are a comedian or you're in a band. You're some kind of artist. That one doesn't work. You should just toss that one. You know, anything, right? And you look over and you look at your Facebook, and all of a sudden you see a bunch of rappers or something on stage, like doing some craziness, and there's like 30 people in there and they're just not doing it the right way and blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden that person becomes an asshole and complains. Or you don't even have to be an artist. You could be just a regular ass person, and you're sitting at home, and maybe, you know, you wish you could go out and see your friends. You wish you could go do this. You wish you could go do that, but you're not. You're being responsible. You're staying at home. Then you scroll down your news feed, and all of a sudden there's fucking 50 idiots jumping around in a pub. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, although the whole thing isn't right, they shouldn't, like, this whole fucking thing is retarded. You know what I mean? Although it's all ridiculous, there's still sides to everything. There's still different perspectives. You still have to have understanding for everybody, and that's why I say, you as the person that's doing the event, or you that's doing the live, it's on your shoulders. Like if I do this documentary stupid, right? If we do Connect the Dot, our next thing that we do with Connect the Dot, if we do it the wrong way and it gets called out and we get shut down for it, whose fault is it? It's ours. Like, how could we be mad? It's our fault for not moving accordingly. But if I go film my documentary and I do everything to the guidelines and they shut me down, then I can be mad. You know what I mean? Then I have a reason to be upset. Then I have a reason to be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm following everything you're saying, and yet you're still being, you know what I mean? Then it's different. But if they give you a specific guideline and they're like, yo, you can do this. I'll let you do the thing, but you have to do it this way. Just do it that way. Or at least make it seem that you did it that way.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my only
but I
point
think
on
it doesn't. But I think at the end of the day, though, they would be targeted regardless. It'd be a target regardless, because, you know, it just seems like, you know, these smaller businesses keep on doing those things. They keep on doing, like, you look at, like, forget hip hop right now, like, forget all that shit. You look at, like, you know, gym industries, and you look at restaurants, right? These guys said that they're gonna open. I think it was April 12th. I think it's tomorrow. Supposed to be opening, or it was supposed to reopen barbershops, nail salons, and I think they were gonna, like, loosen more, like, whatever, right? Yeah. So the word of this got, like, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So, like, people, like, prepared, hire staff, made, like, you know, whatever. And then they shut it down again.
Yeah, they bought kegs and shit. I seen one guy said that they're
he sent it back. Yeah, he sent it back.
No, he sent the invoice to Ford.
Yeah. It's like $500 or some shit.
Yeah, for the keg.
For the keg, yeah.
Here's some spoiled keg that's going to be spoiled because it's going to be sitting here for 30 days.
So, I mean, it's fucked up. Like, I just feel that it's just there's certain industries that get targeted, and you gotta ask yourself why. Like, why are these independent businesses getting shut down? I mean,
New World Order, brother.
That's what it is. It's just they just
want
to
one
make
big hub.
One big thing.
You see how they're building the Amazon plant in Pickering, Ajax?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what I've been talking about for years too. Is like, because if you read up on, like, the New World Order, and all that stuff, it talks about one universal language, one universal
one currency, everything. Yeah.
Now, the other thing that they talk about is having one sub mall or outlet for distribution of all goods and services. Yeah. So there's not strip malls, no strip malls. Just one big place that you go to, and that's it, right? So it'd be like almost one big mall, I guess you would call it, right? But no strip malls everywhere. That's what they want technically, according to that shit, right? Yeah. Now, that all being said, right? We could say it's this, we could say it's that, we could be mad about it, we can be whatever, but it's about what we do through it. Like, it's what we decide to do. It's our choices that matter right now. Because at the end of the day, bro, my parents or, you know, this or that has told, like, they might have given me rules or whatever and blah 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 in the past, and you know, I didn't always follow them, right? And, you know, I'm still here, I'm still fucking kicking it, and my life turned out all right. So I mean, at the end of the day, be responsible, but, you know, be you and do you and adapt and move with the times, bro. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, you have to move with the times and adapt. But I mean, what they're doing right now is just by limiting the small businesses, is right. Like, it's like a genocide in a sense, right? Like, you get rid of all the small businesses, you buy them out, or you You know, when you look
they
at
go
like
bankrupt,
or they bankrupt them, or you look at what happened in like Minnesota with George Floyd, or like whenever another black person gets killed by a cop, like when you look at those cities in the states, those businesses, those independent businesses, are the ones that got burned. It was always those ones that like.
And it seemed like it was like there's all these like videos showing it was like cops doing the burning.
Exactly.
Things.
So it just and you hear about like paid like paid instigators.
Yeah. Or they're dropping bricks off.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever,
right. Like I think you hear about the Black Bloc and you hear all these other like George
stuff,
Soros like
tons,
type
bro.
of like influence instigators that go out there and start up shit, spray paints. Pretty much like
if you look at the way life's going right now, it's like it's almost like everything's like aligning to the new world order theme. If you think about it, because like cryptocurrency, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
One currency. They want one currency, right? What's crypto? And nobody hears me on this. But like, what is crypto? Yeah, there's all these different coins. Yeah, there's all these, but it's cryptocurrency. That's the currency. It's cryptocurrency. Yeah, there's Ethereum. Yeah, there's Bitcoin. Yeah, there's Dogecoin. Yeah, but it's cryptocurrency. Just like how there's regular currency, there's Canadian currency, there's American currency. This is cryptocurrency. It's one currency accepted everywhere in the world, can be transferred like this anywhere in the world at any time. They're making it easier and easier. Soon enough to be able to just tap my phone and they go, you owe me $20. Okay, crypto, boom, tap it, right? One currency. See what I'm saying? So
that's exactly it.
At the end of the day, bro, all I'm saying is this. There's only so much you can do. Like, so let's just say, right? Like, I mean, yeah, okay, we could all band together and try to fight back or something, right? And that's what a lot of people are trying to do. And a lot of people are standing strong and holding their ground and these kind of things, right? Which is great to see. But at the end of the day, we lose. You know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate, but we lose. Because we're going against the government, not just the government.
I don't think we can.
To each their own. You can. I
think that we can win. I think we can win if we all stand up together and pull together. But it takes just more than people. It takes, our military, our police, our government officials, our judges.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
That know that a lot of this shit is bullshit.
Yeah, but they won't do shit.
But they won't do shit because they're all compromised. Like all these guys are all compromised, and
they're content. They have jobs. They have a house over their head. They have families to feed.
And it's like, what do they care about the quote unquote 99%?
Bro,
right?
Remember that video that you just saw on Six Buzz? We were just talking about it, right? Where they're in the restaurant and the people come in and whatever, right? Now, if you look at that scenario, right? When the lady walks in, right?
Sorry, which one?
The berry one with the restaurant and the remember Tyler was there or whatever with the bylaw came in and they were trying to shut them down and they were like, did you see any of that?
I don't know if I saw that.
We were just talking about it. Tyler Nicholson.
Okay, yeah.
He was it was on Six Buzz.
Right, okay.
That was because of the situation that I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the bylaw came into the restaurant,
and
they were trying to find them and tell everybody they had to shut the doors, they had to lock their doors, and they had to kick everybody out, and they basically told them to get the fuck out of here, right? And now, what I was trying to say is, there was a first video clip, right, where the lady walks in, right, and she's like, she pulls out her little fucking ticket pad and all this stuff, right?
Right.
And she's like, yeah, I'm a bylaw officer. Or no, she goes like, I'm officer so-and-so and so-and-so, right? Now, when this girl got that job, right? When she initially got that job, she went home and she told her parents and she was so proud that she got that job. She was like, Mom, I'm an officer. Like, they joked around about it. I'm an officer. Oh, I work for the government. Like, I'm an official. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She owned that. She accepted it. She owned it, and she wears it, right? Now, when she shows up to go shut this restaurant down, and they start calling her out on this shit, she's sitting there, not saying anything, and all these people are like, how could you do this? Like, you're also a human first, right? Well, at the end of the day, what people aren't understanding is these people chose these careers. These people chose to be in these places. So if they don't agree with the government or they don't agree with things, they're already out. Like, a lot of people were in the military, they left the military because they didn't like what was going on. They're like, I'm not about that, I'm out of here, right? Because they have a mind. Like, they're not too happy, they're not too proud or whatever, right? These other people aren't, bro. These people they're dying to be in that position. They're happy to be at that. That guy that killed George Floyd, I mean, he was having the time of his life while he was doing it.
Yeah.
He probably felt big and bad and everything while he was doing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though,
it's
man.
disgusting, bro.
It's bigger than, you know.
But this is what I'm trying to say to you is the reason why, and I'm happy that there are a lot of people that are optimistic and that are trying to, like, you know what I mean, put things together and try to fight back and not just lay down and take it on the chin. You know what I mean? I'm so happy about that. But at the same time, I personally, this is just me, and I don't expect everybody to think like me or anything. You know what I mean? It's just me. I kind of know when to pick and choose my battles for me. So
that goes without saying. But without saying.
Not everybody is not battling. People are out there with the flags on, and they're out there like they're protesting, and I love it. And I'm not against it. I actually support it. But for me, it's not for me. Why? Not that I'm a pussy or not that I'm a bitch, none of that stuff, but it's because I want to move accordingly through the path. I want to be able to go like this while all this stuff's going like this. Everyone's over here, they're fighting, and they're at rallies, and they're over here, and I'm just going like this, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to say is you got to focus on your shit.
But sometimes it's like, you know, like you're indirectly in that battle, and sometimes you have to be. So sometimes you have to deal with your shit. For sure, you know what I mean? We all are. And that's the thing. You have to deal with your shit.
We all are.
And again, it's about your life choices for sure, right? But it's about being smart, and it's about being, you know, proactive on what you're saying. And if you believe in something, right? Like, you know, a lot of times when you talk about, like, even when you look at the concept of mask wearing, they don't talk about, like, you know, what's said in the bylaws and, like, you know, the mask exemptions. They don't talk about all those things. And nobody mentioned the, you know, Canadian Charter of Rights. Like, nobody's been talking about any of that shit. You know, everybody's just, you know, focused on that narrative.
I see it a lot, but I know what you're saying.
But I'm saying, like, there needs to be, like, more, like, people heard, right? Because this is an obvious, like, agenda. This is an obvious push for you know, that communist type of, like, lifestyle, right? Like, you see that, like, you see the makings of communism. Like, when even you look at the Serb, like, look at Serb concept, right? Everybody getting
universal
money.
income, bro. Yeah,
exactly. We're relying on government, like, they're just giving away money.
Well, we all knew universal income was coming. A lot of people were, like, cheering for it before. Oh yeah, because it's gonna be amazing. But what's the cost, right? What's it gonna cost you, right? Right now, it's your freedoms.
Exactly.
Right? And that's not something that people are willing to give up, which you shouldn't ever. You know what I mean? That's the thing is, like, for me, like, what I'm saying though is it's not so much saying, like I said, it's not about laying back and just taking it on the chin, accepting and staying at home and just fucking crying on a pillow. No.
Right.
It's coming up with a plan. Make a plan, game plan.
But the problem is there's no, like, true leaders out there right now.
Be your own leader.
No. But I mean, we don't have, like, that leader in that position to be in front of the cameras, be, like, sitting down with the opposition.
You don't need that, though.
We do.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
We have that, and it's not working.
No, we need...
It's not working.
We don't, though.
We do. It's not working.
No, who's that?
You haven't seen all the people in front of all these people's houses and...
Okay, I get it, but I'm saying, like, we need more people. Like, we need more people. Like,
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
I disagree with that. Why? Because the only thing that more people is going to lead to is more riots and more bullshit.
It's not even that more riots and bullshit. We just need a voice. We need a voice of power, like a prime minister level. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like, we need, like,
yes. If
you know what I mean? Like, we need
a
Malcolm X type of figure. I'm not saying we need Malcolm X per se.
But we need, like, a Justin Trudeau to, like, have balls and go against it, or Mayor Tory.
Like I remember
somebody.
I remember when you remember Jean Chrétien. This guy, he went against the Iraq War when George Bush basically was like, no, we're going to Iraq. They went against the UN. They said, fuck, you know, fuck what everybody thinks. You know, we're going in there because of 9/11, the weapons of mass destruction. And Canada said no. Jean Chrétien said no, and called Bush a moron or some shit.
I love that.
And they never went to Iraq.
I thought that was amazing.
And then
Trudeau also did the same thing though, similar.
And then, but what had happened was there was some scandal, and they got Chrétien out, or he retired or stepped down. And then they brought in Stephen Harper. And then Harper sent the troops to Afghanistan.
For, like, doing the aid and relief.
Whatever. But that's, I guess, whatever.
Well, let's just agree that this whole thing is bullshit.
Of course.
We can,
I mean, it's
like,
bullshit in all levels. We can talk forever
about
this thing. We have talked forever about
yeah.
this. I mean, like...
I just, it's not even that, like, I would love to continue to talk, but I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing it too, even. Like,
no,
you know,
but seriously,
not,
fuck COVID and fuck these, like, the assholes
bullshit.
that are, you know, fuck Doug Ford. Honestly, I'm gonna say that. I don't care. I'm gonna say fuck Doug Ford.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, like seriously, like these guys.
This is what I want to say is that I think that this whole thing has been blown out of proportion. Canada's doing a horrible job with everything.
Terrible. It's embarrassing.
America was the forerunner of being the worst at it, and then now we're like taking over.
Oh, like, we're like 10 times worse.
Yeah, I know. We're the laughing stock of the world right
exactly.
now. Everyone's pointing and laughing at us.
Exactly.
And
like,
it's sad, bro. And like everyone's like, oh, well, you guys should have listened to the lockdown the first time. It's like the lockdowns isn't the key. The lockdowns isn't what's gonna make or break everything.
It wasn't the lockdowns. It's the bullshit narrative. And then now you're seeing like John Tory and Doug Ford taking that AstraZeneca shot.
Yeah, you think that's real or fake?
That's bullshit.
I think it's real.
I think it's bullshit.
I actually think it's real.
Why do you think it's real?
Because I know a lot of old people that are taking it.
AstraZeneca though? After everything?
I don't know specifically what that is.
Okay, so there's like different like
variants?
or different like variants
vaccines?
or vaccines.
Okay.
Like different.
And there's like a stronger one maybe or something?
No, so each like so there's like Pfizer, that was the original one that came out. I think that had like a 90 or 95% like potency of effectiveness, whatever. Then they have Moderna. Okay. I believe that came out. I can't remember that effect. I think that was a pro 90%.
All I know is doctors are saying, fucking take some vitamin
D. But AstraZeneca came out, and that was another one, but apparently it was causing blood clots. And they banned it in like 12, 13 countries. They didn't use it, right? They had the vaccine, but they didn't use AstraZeneca. They banned it because of these issues.
Right.
And Canada didn't get enough of the Pfizer vaccine.
Right.
But they got a lot of the AstraZeneca from the States. And again, AstraZeneca is banned in like 12, 13 countries because of these concepts, these issues. And then
the side effects.
Now now it's here and they're pushing it, right? And the fucked up thing is that like, why are you pushing something that's, you know, a huge health concern?
Money thing.
Of course it's a money thing. And what's her name? De Silva, the doctor. She's one of the main doctors. I think her name is De Silva or...
Not sure.
Anyways, apparently her husband is connected to AstraZeneca as well.
They're all fucking...
So they're all making money off of this shit. This is all... We're all guinea pigs, man. And honestly, I honestly don't think those guys took it. They wanted to have the impression that they took it to say like, yo, yeah, we took it, so you guys should be able to take it. Like, you know, we led by example.
You could be right.
Like, come on now. This is all bullshit, man.
But in my opinion, I think they took it. But that's just me.
No, I don't think so.
I
don't think any of those fuckers are taking it.
I get why a lot of people think that.
I don't think any of those fuckers are taking it, but they want us to take it.
The reason why I think they took it, though, honestly, is because they're actually, they're the people that are drinking the tea. You know what I mean? Right. These are the guys that are drinking the water. These are the guys that are, like I said, they're owning this position. They're owning that they want to be, like, they're loving that they're a puppet. They love that they, you know what I mean? They enjoy every second of it, bro. And these guys all got their polio shots. They all got their whatever shots. Yeah. They've all been brought up by getting their shots, so they trust it. They believe in it, and that's them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's why I think those two specific people did take it, but they might not have. You could be totally right.
No.
So let's move on from here. Yeah. Actually, to segue into the next piece, because I think I know what you might be bringing up next, or are you gonna bring it up after?
I'll bring it up.
Okay. The reason why I want to bring it up is because there's a rumor going around. I'm gonna let you take over.
No. You want me to go in the gut check?
It's gut check.
It's a gut check time. It's a gut check.
This is a gut check moment.
All right.
Segue.
Let's segue into it. All right. You know, as we already know, the world's mourning the passing of Earl Simmons, a.k.a. Darkman X, a.k.a. DMX. You know, rest in peace.
We talked about it a little bit last podcast, but we weren't sure. We didn't get the confirmation, so we didn't want to say anything. But we just talked about it. We were hoping. We gave him our blessings. We gave him our prayers. Unfortunately, he succumbed to it.
And you know, it's sad, man. And when you think about X's passing, it's like, you know, I think about Biggie. Like Biggie was like one of my favorite rappers. I think if I had to say my favorite rappers of all time, it'd probably be Biggie. Like Biggie is 1-2 easy. And when
Obviously, I can hear that in your music. So
and when he passed, you got to remember there was a gap of that bubblegum shit, like the shiny suits.
Oh yeah.
And
you're talking about Mason shit.
Mace and Puffy and Jay-Z and you know.
That's where everything turned to.
Backstreet and it was all this like bubblegum shit. And the people dancing.
It was kind of a poppier.
Yeah, the poppier vibe.
Era, yeah.
And then remember LL did that next that song, that Something Like a Phenomenon, and that was even like bubblegum whatever.
Yeah. The video was too.
But the next single he did was 4 3 2 1.
Okay.
And that was the first song that like the world, I guess the mainstream like world saw DMX.
That was his first.
That was like the first time. So it was like
his first song.
I guess you could say like his first song.
I think I saw somebody posting that earlier.
But I guess it was like his first time. Like that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when he came out, I was like, "Yo, who's this?" Like it was like one of those stay out the dark. So I was like, "Just when the sun is down, gun it down, come up off it. I'ma gun you down on the cloud." He just he had that energy, right? So it's like I think like for me, X like he was on that level at one point of like I guess like with like his style and like how like you know he pushed his message and like everything about like you know what he did like. And if you go back to like I really had to appreciate like what he did for the game when he did the verses. When he did the verses with Snoop, I was just like, yo, DMX had hits. Like, you know, like everybody's like, oh, yo, Snoop will kill DMX. What 20 hits to DMX? I'm like, what? Like, are you crazy? Like DMX had easy 20 hits, and like you appreciate it, right? And you think about like everything that he did, right? And then now when you think back of like, you know, you think about the movies, you think about like, you know, just like his presence in the hip hop culture. DMX was like a, you know, a cultivating like type of like, you know, individual in terms of like.
It's like,
you know,
KO, you watch wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's like The Undertaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those iconic, The Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there'll never be another Rock, never be another Stone Cold. But yo, when Stone Cold came out, you heard the glass break and like you get chills even. Depends on if you're a Stone Cold guy or not. But I'm just saying.
Stone Cold's my favorite.
Right. Thank you. So, but what I'm saying is, X was like that.
Yeah.
Like X was like that. When you heard X was on the card, or you heard X was on the ring, you're gonna be on that. You're watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be aggressive. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be animated.
Yeah.
We missed a little bit of the segue there, but the segue is that the rumor has it is that DMX took the vaccine shot like 4 days or something, and he wasn't doing any drugs or something before leading up to his death, which was apparently an overdose. But now what I'm reading is that the coroners aren't calling it an overdose, or
I kind of saw blurbs about that through like memes and posts but the thing is that you got to be careful with
what you see.
What you see.
That's why I'm just bringing this up just to talk about.
Yeah,
I don't even know, right? Like, you know, it's a rumor. That's why I said it's a rumor.
I always have an open mind.
Yeah.
I always want to like kind of give these things the benefit of the doubt, or give like these situations benefit of the doubt, because in respect to the family, in respect to, you know, DMX.
In general.
If that's what they said happened, and if that's what's going on, who am I to go and nitpick, well, did that really happen? And
I agree.
Like, it was one of those situations.
In my opinion, it's like let the man rest. Right?
It's one of those ones.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the whole thing.
But then when you see that, and you see those rumblings, and if that's kind of where, like, you know, the narrative is going to go into, then it makes you think, right?
It absolutely
makes you think. And I think if there's one thing that the media would ban, is that story from coming out, from being true. If that actually happened, there's no way that will come out as it being true. Like, it will always be just like, you know, a myth, a rumor, whatever.
Unless the family says it, man.
Like,
if the family says it, the family says it.
But there's no way that like the media would ever like hype that, because
they won't hype it, but it will get out. If that is actually true, it will get out. It will get out.
Because X like he connects with so many people, and because his message was so big,
yes,
like when you think now, like, you know, X like really like had that impact in the world. Like everybody loved X, you know.
So let's just say this though. So it was rumored that that may have happened. If you guys know any more details or you have any links that could maybe help me or Gutz out, like try to look into this a little bit more, if you could drop them in the comments for us so we can actually research into this. We're going to research ourselves, but it's always good to see what your guys' take is too. So let us know in the comments about that situation, right? But before we continue on X, because we're not going to stop talking because we got to give him his props, bro. But before we continue, let's just leave it at that with the COVID shit. Because honestly, bro, there's so much more to X than that. Like, you know, I wanted to bring it up because we were talking about the COVID. That was the segue.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we're here.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, like you never know if that happened. Yeah. There's no way that shit would get like leaked out. It'll always be like, just give the man his roses in a sense, right? Like, and X, you know, for what he did, like he did a lot of shit, man. And like,
hold on, before we let me ask you this: what is your top 5 tracks from DMX?
Top 5?
Give me your top 5. Like, I know it's kind of a spur of the moment, off the head kind of deal.
Okay. No particular order.
I'll tell you what. You give me. It doesn't have to be in no particular. It doesn't have to be in any particular order. But you give me one, and then I'll give you one of mine, and then we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
Or you can give me your top 5. I'll give you my top 5.
Okay. All right. Rough Riders Anthem. Definitely there. I think that might even be number 1.
I can't even lie to you, bro. Rough Riders Anthem is the fucking first song I thought of in my head. As soon as we were just talking about that. Bro, Rough Riders Anthem. Okay, the song, anytime you could turn it on anywhere, it's gonna turn up the spot, right? The music video, like that's why I got into music videos, bro. Like have you seen my So Simple video with Peter Jackson? With the bikes and everything? Where we shut down the highway and shit? Like, bro, I'm telling you, that's so DMX inspired, it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you right now, bro, like that right there, Rough Riders Anthem, that could go down as one of the greatest songs of all time.
Could be
actual songs. It's got to be the best anthem of all time.
For sure.
Could be a better anthem.
It had a little dance to it too. You remember?
Dog.
Little stop, drop.
Yeah. Yo, there's lots of anthems out there, bro. But like, you know, Wu-Tang has anthems. You know what I mean? Like even like you know all the New York cats, they got anthems. You know what I mean? Like they shoot it. But like, bro, the Rough Riders anthem is the best, probably most remixed song even too. Like think about how many people smashed that record, bro. Everybody that had a squad smashed that record. Yeah. Because it was an anthem.
That tune was sick still.
Oh my god, that video.
Okay, so my number 2, I'm gonna say Niggas Done Started Something. Right?
Why that one? Why does that one stand out to you so hard?
Because I love the crew tracks. Like I'm a lover of the crew tracks. And I think like if you look at like crew inspired, like that was like the you know, uprising of like the Lux, and like Mace was on that track. So it was like those guys are at their rawest and shit, right?
It's a raw
and
track.
it's a raw track. They just, you know, and then like the hook, and that hook's like, if you love the money, then prepare to die for it. Niggas done started something. Yeah, that beat is just so like hypnotic, just ding, 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 ding.
I wonder who made that beat.
You know, I think that was like, it might have been Dame Grease or some shit. Or PK was like one of the guys, PK Killer, one of those guys. But those guys always had sick beats back in the day. Rough Riders.
Oh yeah.
Like Swiss and all them.
For sure, bro.
I'm also gonna put like, yo, honestly, it's Dark and Hell is Hot. Like to me, top 5 mic or 5 mic classic, probably top. I'm gonna say top 20 album.
I agree.
Of all time.
For sure.
Maybe top 15. Maybe top 10. Maybe top 10. Maybe top 15 is more accurate.
Are you saying that just because of the buzz right now?
Yo, you gotta give it credit though, man. That album was sick. But there's a lot of good albums. There's a lot of good albums.
I was just G-checking you on that just to make sure. No. The reason why I was actually asking that is because I wanted to hear what your answer was gonna be. But yo, real shit. One of the most influential albums. Because remember, you're talking about that time. Yeah. During those times, bro, the music was poppy. Yeah. And then X came in and was like, nah, we're bringing it back here. And like, I swear that birthed 50 Cent.
That
type of shit birthed 50 Cent.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
That's what I mean. That album specifically influenced the next generation of gangster rap.
Yeah. Because he held it down for like, I would say
years, bro.
And then Eminem came into the game too. Right. And then that's when
that's what I'm saying. Then 50 came, right?
And then 50 came. So like, yeah,
is X
it created that. Yeah, X did.
X made it okay.
Yeah,
like
again,
the Rough Riders anthem.
That's
even
what.
the Rough Riders anthem, bro, because that went mainstream as hell.
Because you got to remember, there was a lot of comparisons from like with him and Pac too, right?
Sure.
There was like all that comparison, like with like when he was doing the prayers and.
You know what's crazy? And like I said this a long time ago, like DMX has always been like one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Like he's always been up there because I like the hardcore shit, you know, shit that gets you amped up.
Yeah.
So I always thought he was better than Pac, always, and I'm a huge Pac fan. Like I'm Pac over Biggie. I'm Pac over Biggie all day. No offense. That's just me. I like Pac's music though. I like that.
I like Pac's music,
the storytelling.
Not more than
you know what I mean. I like the way he breaks down the stories, and I like the.
Oh, Biggie was a master of the stories.
Of course he was. Different style though, right? But my thing is I like that conscious. I like that fucking. Like the way that Pac wrote the beat and stuff, but the way that X did it was more aggressive, which is why I liked him better. I liked X better because of the aggressiveness, like how loud he was, his voice. Like, you know what I mean? His just everything, bro. He's a firecracker. Like I loved that, bro. And people used to always be like, "Yo, X is a bucket. Oh, he smokes crack." I'm like, yeah, well, fuck, he wouldn't have that voice, and he wouldn't be as fucking. No, I'm good. He wouldn't be as crazy hype as he is if he didn't, or whatever he did in his life. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna judge that guy, bro. Like, you crazy? Like that's what made the music, I guess, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, bro, DMX, best artist.
All right. So niggas gonna start something. I'm gonna stick with that. It's Dark as Hell's Hot album.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the first Damien.
Right.
I'm gonna go first Damien. Then I'm gonna go Slippin'.
Oh.
And I gotta put in 4, 3, 2, 1. That was the first song. You know. That he came out with, you know, but I have to put honorable mentions. I have to put these in. Is How's It Going Down, and Get At Me Dog.
Get At Me Dog.
Yeah,
that's a good list.
I like, like I said, most of it is
my
first album.
My top 5 is like, for me, it's like those one because like he has so many good songs, like just album songs and stuff like that.
So what's your top 5?
My top 5, well. We already talked about Rough Riders anthem.
Yeah,
so there's one. I'm just gonna say that's my number 1 favorite DMX song. But I really like, and like, you're gonna laugh at me for this one, but What These Bitches Want from a
that one was
bro. When he dropped all the names, bro, that's all I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So for me, one, I really love.
That's in top 10 for sure.
For me, I love the song. All right. But when I noticed how influential that song was and how much it touched so many people after DMX passed, I was like, wow, like that song really, that's the one people are going to talk about. That's one of the ones that people are really going to talk about because of all the names, bro. Because of all the names. It's like, yo, it's my mom there. What the fuck? Yo, people were mad at that song, bro. That's my baby song. So that was a big one. Plus, it has the big homie, what's his name? Cisco, right?
Yep.
Cisco was the shit back then.
Yep.
Thong. So then, this one is the reason why I like this one is because of the movie. Ain't no sunshine. But I also like it because of the sample. Like that sample to me, like just the beat. Like even before DMX came on the song, I was sold. I had chills, like because I love that sample, like specifically that song, right? Now, when DMX comes on the song and he fucking kills it, like, and it's not the regular DMX that you're used to him being super aggressive. Now he's like laid back, but it still hits you like that. I was like, what the fuck? Then you watch the movie, and then you're just like, sold. Like that sold me on DMX. I was like the biggest DMX fan after that shit. Like, so that's why I put that on there. Obviously, also X Gon' Give It To You. That was from the Cradle to the Grave movie. So that's another one. Like I packaged those two kind of together because they're both from those like different movies, but you know what I'm saying. Actually, wait, Ain't No Sunshine from Cradle to the Grave?
I think
that's the beginning of that movie. Yeah.
I think so.
I'm not sure. I'd have to double check on that, but I think so. Because those ones are kind of like my more mainstream ones. So I have to fucking give you some real DMX, right? Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Screen ride or die, thought you would die with me. Found out you's a bitch. I know that's not even him rapping when he says it, but bro, Jadakiss, you already know, is one of my fucking favorite rappers. Like he's definitely in my top 5.
Niggas get wet, stay dry.
What? yo, honestly though, every time I hear a dog bark now, man, it's like a tear for DMX.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, holy shit, dog. Like this is getting nuts, bro. DMX was so influential, one of the best rappers ever. Definitely going down as a GOAT, like for sure.
Definitely.
And,
you have to put them in there.
And like here's the thing.
This one hurts.
Biggie and Pac.
This one hurts.
Biggie and Pac both were murdered and obviously had their bodies at work and obviously had their level of success, but they were like.
Okay, let me ask you this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say is, so they're looked at as like these, like you can't get bigger than Biggie and Pac. Like that's how they're looked at, right? But then it's like when somebody like DMX passes away, even though he didn't get shot, and that's the weird part. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at here is that because he didn't get shot, does it make him not eligible for the fucking top? Like, you know what I mean? I don't think so personally. You know what I mean? But I'm just asking, like.
No, I think you have to give the man. I think you have to give the man his kudos, man, because
he's on the Mount Rushmore.
He could have been on the Mount Rushmore. He could have been on the Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
You gotta remember though, like there was a time where music wise, like
you have to put you have to put DMX on the. You want to know why you have to?
You have to put on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, you do. He has to go on it, bro. Because put it this way.
It's hard. So who's on your Mount Rushmore then?
Not too many fucking artists, but I would say the thing is the Mount Rushmore for hip hop's pretty big.
Okay, but you have to say a Mount Rushmore. Are you talking about 4? Like the concept of like 4?
I would say 5. I would go with a 5.
You go with a 5?
Yeah, you got to go
Mount Rushmore.
Top 5 dead or alive.
Top 5 dead or alive, and you're gonna put X in that category?
I would go. Like, okay, I'm not even doing this as like me personally thinking. This is like what I would say, like on paper, like stats wise, I would think would look like. Because I would say Drake has to be top 5 dead or alive, has to be, unfortunately. Okay. But no one's done what Drake's done. He's beaten Beal's numbers. He's beaten whoever, whatever. So you got to put Drake, right?
Yep.
I would say you have to put Pac. You have to put Biggie. Like.
Okay.
Would I put them there personally? Maybe not, to be honest.
Okay.
But I think hip hop has put them there.
Okay.
Uncle Snoop, I think made his way there, bro. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know why, but he's there, bro.
Snoop. I'm gonna sit on that one for a second, but
yeah, because I could take Snoop out. Snoop is definitely.
I like Snoop.
Iffy.
I like Snoop.
But
top 5.
I feel like he's almost graved his name like with the Dre up there. Like it's weird. Like
okay.
It's like what do you do? Like with that spot, it's almost like it's held by Snoop Dogg, Dre, Eminem, and 50 Cent. It's like that is.
What about Jay-Z?
No. That's one team. They're all connected. Those 4: Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent. That's all like Dre but Dre, Snoop, and then came Eminem, came 50, right? Jay-Z for sure, but he's in his own lane. But he didn't have the extras. Jay-Z never really, other than he does have Beyonce, but she's not a rapper, right? But
what do you mean the extras?
Like the extra, like 50 Cent or Eminem or Snoop Dogg, like how Dre has.
Oh, okay.
Because look at his guys. Like I mean, you could give him Freeway, you could give him Memphis Bleak, you could give him, you know what I mean? He doesn't really Dame Dash, like you know what I mean? He doesn't really. No. That's what I'm saying. He didn't get those extras, right? But Jay-Z is definitely. Well, actually, no wait. He signed J. Cole, didn't he? Or Kendrick Lamar?
Who? Jay-Z?
Yeah.
He has Rock Nation.
Yeah, but
he signs everybody.
He signs everybody. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So he's got, but so doesn't he have J. Cole?
I don't know if J. Cole's on Rock Nation.
I'm tripping. No, I think maybe he's independent now. I'm tripping right now.
I'm not sure if he's Rock Nation. I don't know if he's Rock Nation.
So
I don't think he is. I think he was. But I think he was, but he isn't anymore. But
all right, well, yo,
I know that Jay-Z has Rock Nation. There's a lot of artists that are affiliated with Rock Nation.
Hondo.
Right, so Jay's doing big things. You got to put Jay in there, right? You have to put.
See, I would almost put Eminem up there, but I like I said, I have to categorize those like 4 as like 1, because I feel like Eminem, yeah, he did stuff, but so did Dre, so did Snoop, and so did 50. Man, they all did their own different things, but they all come from the same stem. So I just want to like give them like the aftermath spot. You know what I mean? Like.
So you're squeezing X on that list.
I would squeeze him on it, bro. I would.
Honestly, I like X. I love X actually.
But then you got like Mobb Deep and shit. You got like lots
but
of people.
I have a lot of artists that. There's a lot of artists that like. You could put on that top 5.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes. That last album that he dropped was like fucking bananas.
Yeah.
Fucking bananas.
Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite rappers.
You have to put Busta Rhymes. You have to give him his credit.
Yeah.
And
he's one of my favorite rappers.
And I think a lot of people forget about, like, you know, what he does on the mic.
Oh yeah,
he's nasty.
I feel like he inspired DMX.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
He definitely inspired a lot of those guys. Like, look at him, like, or DMX. I think MOP. Like, I think he inspired a lot of, like, you know, these hardcore, like energetic type of, like, rappers, energetic type of, like, artists, like, you know.
Yeah.
To be, or even, like, you know, just with the style. You know what I mean? Like, you look at, like for what he did, and then, like, shit like what, like, Missy did, and, like, you know, just being, like, complex with, like, their whole, like, that whole, like, you know, image, that whole, you know, image of what they're pushing, like, you know, like, even with the videos, and,
right,
you know, like you see, like, you know, the production value, like, where it's, like, they were doing, like, high-tech shit, like, so their package or presentation was proper, right?
Videos were crazy.
The videos were crazy them times, right?
Fucking
so
nuts.
You know, like, but yeah, you have to give credit to people like Busta Rhymes that are still here doing it.
Yes.
The Jay-Z's, the Snoop Dogg's.
I give mad props to Jay-Z. Jay-Z's one of my favorite
you know what I
rappers
mean?
of all time.
Yeah,
he's in my top
right?
5,
Like
personally.
fucking even Nas. Nas has dropped a couple bangers.
Sick.
Nas dropped some
he fell off
bangers.
So hard. Whereas I feel like people would say DMX fell off so hard. But
here's the thing with Nas. Nas is just a victim of his, like, of his own self.
Right.
And I say this because he dropped Illmatic. He dropped It Was Written. In my opinion, arguably best albums, some of the best albums of all time. Like, in, like, you're talking top 20 catalog, right? With those albums, in my opinion.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then when you talk about, like, I Am, and then Nostradamus, you saw, like, you know, it was just like, you know, it wasn't, like, up to par with, like, those albums.
Right.
And, like, you could say rightfully so, because sometimes it's like artists, like, can push their best shit, and then, like, sometimes their next shit is, like, still good, but as a collective is not as good as their first shit. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you have an energy on your first shit. You have to be able to,
you can't,
like,
do it again. You can't redo it.
You know what I mean? You have to always
back in the
rebrand.
day when I used to record music, like, that's something, like, I remember I recorded something, it sounded amazing, and then I had to go re-record it because of whatever reason, I don't remember why, and when I went to go try to do it, impossible.
Yeah.
Never make it sound as good again.
Exactly. So, it is what it is, right? So,
now,
how was that?
that was amazing. Rest in peace, DMX.
Oh, for sure, man.
We could talk about X all day long. We're gonna put a little bit of something at the end.
Yeah.
Just like a little picture, a little rest in peace.
Man.
Thing,
Honestly, though, the way I felt about his death is the way I felt about when Biggie died.
But we got to get into the special guest.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he's gonna go to sleep.
All right, let's get into it.
So, all right, guys. Without further ado, let's see if we can call the homie Dre Specz on the phone.
Yeah.
It's what you guys have been waiting for.
Yeah, for sure.
Give the people what they want, you know.
Yeah, we've been rambling for a while. So.
Yeah, bro. But it's good to ramble sometimes. I like the podcast.
Yeah.
You know? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
First guess.
Bro, I don't know if these people are gonna be able to hear him though.
How can we make him? Can we connect it through here at all?
No. Okay. So I could have probably thought about that before this. Oh wait, I can record it onto my phone. Hold up.
That was about half an hour, by the way.
Wow, this guy's calling me out.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Is it already recording? Are you guys recording now?
We're recording as we speak. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to just put. I'm gonna put the phone here. I guess. I don't know, man.
Can you guys hear me good or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's poppin', brother? How are you?
Up yourself. I hear you in the background. You know what I'm saying? Who else is there?
Yo, we don't tell people who's on set, bro.
Top secret, like,
Exactly, bro. Not trying to edit it out later either.
I don't know, man.
You have a speaker or anything?
No, that's good, bro.
You can hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. You can hear him?
Yeah. Specz, you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
All right, blast.
Yeah, you're recording live.
Okay.
It's live things.
So, yo, everybody, you guys already know, we talked about him a couple of times on the podcast. But without further ado, we got the big homie. Look at that. You guys see him every week because he's on the poster on the banner in the background, right? So now you guys got a voice to it. If you've never heard him before, this is the big homie, Dre Specz.
What up? What up?
Yo.
What's poppin', bro?
What's going on, man?
Ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, you know what I mean? Keeping the wheel turning, you know what I'm saying?
How you been, brother? You been good?
What's that?
I said, how you been?
Been alright, you know what I'm saying? Can't complain.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Got some music in the works.
nice.
For sure, man. So, yo, what have you been dealing with, though, on the music front, though? I see you, you know, talking about albums and, you know, music content coming out. Like, what's going on, man?
So, before anything, like, we need to get this Daredevil shit finished, you know what I'm saying? That's moving along well. Shout out Double D, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I have a solo tape. Well, I call it a tape or a street album, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's done, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm working on a next solo project produced by my homeboy OCBZ, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. And then we've got me and Jux Kane, homeboy from London, we're in talks about doing a EP together as well. You know what I'm saying?
Jux Kane's the dog, bro. He's the Connected Dot alumni. What
Yes,
do you mean,
sir.
bro?
Yes,
This guy-
sir.
Shout out Jux Kane, shout out Jux Kane.
All day.
Hey, yo, hold on. On a side note, yo, Specz, can you just give a shout out to Super Vendors? Like, can you just give a shout out to our sponsors? I'm just gonna say something real quick before we continue with your interview.
Yo, shout out Super Vendors, you know what I'm saying? You guys supporting the team, keeping the wheel turning, you know what I'm saying?
Done, no,
You
done.
guys know that you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Word
Done.
up.
Done, no. But yo, Super Vendors, Wagwan, yo, I don't know how to turn
He
this.
said that though it's a weird one to open. Like it does, I don't know. There's a marble
I'm trying
in
to,
it.
yeah, like I'm
You think
trying
it
to.
needs to pop up or something first, or go. I don't know.
I don't know what.
He said specific instructions. We should have opened that one that day. Maybe we should call him too.
Yeah,
Yo, hold on.
I have
just
no
thought of something,
idea.
too. I literally just thought of this right now, and I'm thinking,
yeah.
why don't I know I said I didn't want to Facebook call you, Specz, but I'm thinking I might
Yeah.
switch. I think I might Facebook call you instead. Do
Yeah,
you want to do video chat?
we can do that.
Okay, because then I can put him on the TV.
That's what's up.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that, yo.
Yo, dog, why don't we just do that?
Yo,
Specz?
let's just do that, dog.
Specz never just wants to do stuff, bro. All right, so shout out to Drink though.
Yo, honestly, shout outs to, what is this? Ramoon?
Ramen noodles?
Ramoon? Ramune, and there's an accent, whatever.
Idiots, bro. There you go.
Well, yeah, the Santegu,
A Sunday.
whatever the fuck that is. But anyways, yeah, it's premium carbonated soft drink, peach flavor. So it's like probably some like water shit, but I don't know what this shit is, man. So yeah, so yo, Specz, we need to know something.
What's up?
So, I remember from the first episode, we were debating whether or not you were on the first Connect the Dot, because I know that you won the one on my birthday, but I think the first one you weren't there.
Yeah, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah,
There might have been a situation that happened, and Barker was salty towards me for a while after that.
I did ban him. I knew it. I told you I banned him. Did I ban you?
Yeah, you deleted me on everything, and I was like, fuck this guy.
I'm so sorry. I knew you were like, fuck this guy. I literally said that on the podcast. Yo, that's so
not gonna
funny.
wheel it back in. Yeah, you got.
Bro, that's hilarious.
That's crazy, yo. Yo, that's crazy.
Sorry, bro.
I remember this, and I seen you at a video shoot in Whitby, and fucking, I told you aside, I'm like, yo, why'd you delete me, dad? What the fuck, bro? You're like, honestly, you missed one of my shows and didn't call me or nothing, so I blacklisted you, bro. Damn you, bro. I'm like, oh, alright, cool, fair enough, you know.
Hold on. I had the balls to say that to your face, bro? What? Yo, shout out to young Danny boy for fucking, always fucking standing up for himself with these goons that are ready to just dead me for fucking
man.
not letting him perform for 3 minutes, dog. Like, yo,
Yeah.
chill, bro.
You know what? And I think I remember that now.
See?
I think that's what. I think that was one of the things where it's like, I don't know why. I think you wanted to get on the third one, but it's like you're still like quarreling with this guy. now I remember.
That's actually kind of funny.
There was no actual quarrel, you know. There was no argument.
No, it wasn't a quarrel thing. It was just. It wasn't a quarrel thing. It wasn't a serious thing like that.
Okay, Specz, I'm gonna call you now.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Fuck. Now Specz remembers. Oh, this isn't good.
That's fucked up.
Redial.
Yo.
Okay, what's good, brother?
Yo, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Alright, check.
Yeah. Fucking beard scruffy, eh? Nah, bro, looking good, bro. It's nice to see your face, bro.
Nah, yo, thanks, yo. Don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Specz, how you surviving in these COVID times, brother?
Literally just surviving. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I just skate through, bro. Point A to point B, and no in between.
Yeah, I hear that, brother.
Yeah.
So hold on. We got to finish these talks though, quick, okay? Now that I can see you eye to eye, all right? So hold on. Okay, so why didn't you come to the show, bro? Let's talk about it.
Bro, that was like 7 years ago. There was a lot of shit going on at the time.
Bro, you know, if you would have had a legitimate excuse, I wouldn't have cared, bro.
But the thing is, I did. I just didn't voice it.
Because you didn't care. Because you were like, fuck that guy.
It's not that I didn't care. At the end of the day, I couldn't make it for God knows what reason. Life happened at the time, you know?
And it's funny though, because I even said on the podcast, I'm like, because I know you, like now that I actually know you, and I know like your work ethic, and I know like, you know, your professionalism with the shows and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
For sure.
I know that there must have been something actually legit that happened for you not to make it. You know what I mean? So, and me and you weren't that tight at the time, so it wasn't like, oh, I gotta call Barker because I'm not gonna make it. Like, obviously now, if you weren't gonna make a show, you would obviously call me. I would hope.
Yeah.
So you were on the infamous Barker ban list. That's because we were talking about that.
Yeah, for a year.
I got put back on. He put me back on game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I see them at Whitby at the show. Pull him aside. We talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then you explained it to me, and I respected it. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
And I respect you for not bottling me.
It wasn't really that serious.
No, I know.
I understood it. The professional aspect of it, I got it. Like right off the hop, I was like, you know what? All right, cool. You're running your thing, and by running your thing and putting me on, and me not having the respect to call and be like, yo, listen, I can't make it because of this, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get it, 100%.
And then also now that you're on the shows and you're on the tours and stuff like that, like now you kind of even understand it even more. Like it's like how important it is. Like each artist show up, and if they're not going to show up, they should call, because you know you see how things move at the shows. Like, okay, this guy's supposed to perform here, and we already have everything all laid out. So even one person not showing up, it does make a difference whether they think so or they don't. You know, like if you're running 100%. A good show anyway.
100%. It was you know when we seen each other again after the video shoot in Whitby was. Shout out my brother Freeway. It was the Freeway video shoot. You know what I'm saying?
That was the next time I saw you?
Yeah, because it was close in time. It was within months.
Okay.
How was that show?
No, the video shoot.
Oh.
I shot the Keep Silent video.
Yeah, was that before or after the show?
That was after.
That was after the show.
Yeah, like he was already banned.
That was 2014.
Like he was off band and everything.
Yeah,
he was probably,
yeah.
but you probably then you're saying after that. That's when we started kicking it again.
Yeah, that's when we started kicking, and we got close after that. Like,
I remember that actually. Yes.
That's when we got tight. You know what I'm saying?
That's when I realized they're like, yo. Oh, actually, you know what's funny is, that's crazy. That's the same time that Bars came and checked me. Remember? He pulled me aside. Yo. You guys are always pulling me aside, bro. Am I a pull aside kind of guy? Is that what I am?
Yo, free Bars though, by the way. Shout out.
Yeah, man,
free
for
Bars,
sure,
bro. Shout out Bars.
Shout out Bars.
No, but real talk though, that day, I can't lie to you. Like no word of a lie. I was a little bit scared. I wasn't scared, but I was a little bit scared. Like,
shut up, yo.
No, seriously, bro. I can't lie because, yo, first of all, where were we?
Gerard Square.
Okay, first of all, let's get that out of the way. So if you guys don't know where Gerard Square is, okay. The place is full of fuckery. But anyways, so all of a sudden I see Dre bars coming up from like miles away, but he's just walking like he's got like a stick on him, like bigger than a branch on a tree, and he's just I'm just seeing him walk up, and I'm just like, okay, this isn't gonna go good. First thing he says, he's like, yo, Barker, come here. I'm like, oh fuck. I thought I was fucked, bro. I literally thought I was fucked. So, but just, I don't know, for me, I've just always been the type of person that whenever some shit comes to me, I gotta go deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, I just go. So, you know, I just went, talked with him. He's like, yeah, exactly. And he's just like, bro, like, I should put hands on you right now. But everybody that I know keeps telling me not to. It's literally what he said. I remember those words, bro. I miss that guy. Yo, free up Dre bars.
Nah, for sure, man. Free up Dre bars, for
Guys,
sure.
The funny thing is, when we were shooting that video, he was in the cut, not in the video, but where we all were.
Yeah.
He was in the cut eating his food, watching us. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
that's what I'm saying, psycho.
What?
I said he's a psychopath like that, bro. He's just monitoring things.
I looked at him. I was like, yo, what are you doing? You come over here, bro. Come part with us. He looked at me and looked away, kept eating his food like I didn't say shit to him. I was like, all right, he's doing his thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, bro.
Ooh, I figured it
you
out.
got it! Hey, oppa! This guy opened the drink, bro. Oh, I guess you can't see Gutz, so yeah, next time I'm gonna have to position this differently too.
What are you guys sipping on over there?
Here, let me see this.
Yeah.
I'll show 'em. So we got this right here.
That's actually pretty good.
This is like an exclusive drink. Like, I don't know exactly what it is. It's a peach Ramoon, naturally flavored. So it says it's from China or Japan. And
it looks like
yeah, this is Guts' choice of drink for this week. I had the Kool-Aid sour jammer. Fucking fire.
Oh yeah, I'm drinking this.
Jeez!
Right here.
Jeez!
I mean?
This guy's got the dark stout going.
Well, this shit has a marble in it. It really does.
So yo, Specz, let's get into this, brother.
Yeah.
So obviously, if anybody that's watching, if you guys don't already know Dre Specz, like, we'll have links to his music. Go check out his music. He's got songs on our playlist. The newly launched playlist. I never really shouted that out yet.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go check out the playlist. I have one playlist up right now. It's called Memory Lane, where I kind of just added a whole bunch of songs that a lot of the artists were performing, or songs that were hot at that time during those performances and stuff like that. So I compiled that list, and we also have a list going for the reviews, the song reviews that we're doing every week. So I started that up as well.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, make sure that you stay locked in.
Before we go on, I need to. I'm in my 5 Dudes studio. I need to say bless some people, my brother Chris Dre.
You already know.
Love you and miss you, dog. That's my family for life.
Yeah,
Chris Dre,
brother.
Rest in peace, love and respect. You know what I'm saying?
5
Free
Dudes,
halfway.
Chris Dre.
Free up halfway.
Free halfway.
Don't know. For sure.
Hopefully half gets out soon, man.
What's that?
I said hopefully halfway gets out soon.
Yeah, you know, it's sticky, but hopefully, you guys pull out of the cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't know. For sure.
We'll turn you up a little bit so that people can hear you, you know? That's better.
So yeah, man. So we were talking about are we good?
Yeah.
Son?
Yeah.
So we were talking about, we were going down memory lane, you know, like pretty much like asking artists, you know, just different things about, like, you know, your experience with Connect the Dot, and, you know, just everything, like, you know, with like you winning it, and like, you know, kind of like the opportunities that kind of spawned off from there.
Yeah, like tell us your Connect the Dot story. So
all right. See, I never really thought about it, so it's like I'm just gonna wing it.
Perfect. That's actually what we wanted. So
that's what we wanted.
So it went like this. Basically, you booked me for the first one, and I think we talked about it, like the idea you guys had, but I don't really remember because it was a long time ago, and a lot of things have happened since then.
Yeah.
But then we ended up, when I finally came around, it was big homie Gutz' birthday. You know what I'm saying? So me and Banco, shout out my little brother Jay Banco, by the way. You know
big up Banco.
We went and did our set together or whatever. And one thing I do remember about that night is we killed it. And Quincy, after that, because he was hosting that event, it was Gutz' birthday party.
Yeah.
Fucking, after we did our acapellas, my brother was smooth talking on the things like dreams of the sun turn to reality. And Quincy's like, this guy sounds like he could be like a telemarketer or some shit.
Yo, that's funny.
Because, you know what I'm saying, he was narrating it, and when I look back at it, I was like, kind of does still.
That's funny.
No, but all jokes aside though, that right there was like, that was probably one of my best performances to date. Like, and I'm saying that right now as like not even as me, the man that did it.
Yeah.
I'm saying that as a fan of hip hop, a hip hop head, a fan of conscience and artists. You know what I'm saying?
How was that
right
show?
there,
How was the turnout and shit?
turnout was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I think I remember that one was like packed. I think it was sold out. I think we sold out.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I personally think Gutz bribed people to show up. Like, if you don't show
too.
up.
Yeah, because he was like, "It's my birthday. If you don't show up, obviously we're not friends. Cool. I'm just gonna delete you on
And
Facebook."
you can do it though, because it's my party, and I'll cry if I want.
That's
to.
right. That's
exactly,
right.
man.
I think that's when he
absolutely.
started the Deletia thing. Actually, that day.
Yeah, maybe.
That could've been from that night.
It was probably it
Don't
started
come to my
probably.
birthday?
Yeah.
Hashtag Deletia.
Deletia.
All jokes aside though, like back on the topic. So yeah, that night was what solidified me being a part of the Connected team.
Okay.
And then so I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I'm thankful 100% thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? You guys gave me that platform to go and do my thing and fuck shit up. So I respect it.
For
and
sure.
then when the big tour happened though, that brought me to like cities that I've never performed in before, like North Bay. Like, you know what I mean? I always wanted to go up north and shit, but I was waiting for the record promoter to bring me up there.
Right.
And then that one was, I don't know, that was probably one of the standout nights to me on that whole tour still, you know what I'm saying? I actually really like that venue. I like the set. I like everybody brought the A game that day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it was cool because it was the first show, and it was like none of us even knew what the show was gonna run like. You know what I mean? Because it was the first one kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it ran so nice. It was like, although if anything, we were trying to get Socks off the stage because he wouldn't stop. You know what I mean?
Oh, Bobo.
Yeah, no, yeah, just the whole. Socks had a good night that night. It was actually so fun, bro.
What I remember about that, so I've been to hotels before and all that, whatever. We all have its life, but I woke up the next morning and they're like, "Just breakfast downstairs, all you can eat." I'm like, "What?" So I went downstairs and shit, and I'm seeing like a big platter of fucking eggs, you know what I'm saying? All, the whole nine.
Yeah.
And I looked, shout out Vincey Prince, that's my little brother right there, the DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Vincey left everybody upstairs in the room by ourselves.
No, didn't tell anybody.
Where the fuck did Vincey go? So I go downstairs now. I see this motherfucker sitting there with a big ass plate of food with his headphones on, not cracking to nobody, just minding his food. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna join you. You know what I'm saying?
I do remember that, and I remember somebody, I don't remember who it was, but all they had was like this bowl of like fruit or something. And I was like, what the hell? Like, all of us were just, had like these massive plates of food, and this one person was there. I just remember them having like the smallest plate of food. But yo, bro, that shit, like, we can't even talk about every single thing that happened that night. That's how crazy that night was. Like,
that night was the craziest of the whole shit.
I just want to say, like kind of like an insider joke. Like, bro, that night, it's so jokes. All the fuckery that happened, like, afterwards, like, it was so funny, bro.
But fuck.
We'll talk about that another time. But anyway, so I was also gonna. So that was the first tour experience, right? No, because you were on the finals too. You were on the finals. Oh, so basically, skip that one. The revival show. Remember the revival show? That was the finals. No, because you came on that first.
That was
tour.
your birthday.
Yeah, so you already came on a tour with us with 5 Deuce, remember?
Yeah.
And Bars was on it.
That was my tour. That was the
No. We did your tour, but then we did the first Connect the Dot tour, right? Which was Brampton, Toronto, Oshawa, and London.
That was the first one.
That was the first tour, and you were on that because I remember 5 Deuce was on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that was right. That was after your tour. So we did your tour first, and then you went on to that tour.
And then we did that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I was trying to say is, so you won the one at Gutz's birthday. Then from that, because you won that, and then me and you were like super tight after that, and then you won actually a tour from that. Like, one of the prizes was the tour. That's why we did this.
I didn't even know that. I just remember me and you sitting down chopping it up
because
you want to go on the road.
Because I did the smoking section tour, right? That was like I did the blow tour, and then that was with Anthony Champion, and then after those two, I was like, okay, I have the outlet for the tour. So then I made it a prize, and then you won the prize, and then we did that Screwface tour, which was crazy. That was sick.
That shit was fucking dope.
Now let me just say this. So before I started doing those tours and stuff like that, like And like, don't get me wrong, they weren't like, not all of them were like full-fledged tours. Some of them were like here and there shows and stuff, right? But like, no one was really packaging themselves and putting them out like that from around here. No one was doing the tour thing like that. I started doing that, bro, and it like opened a lot of people's eyes. Like, hey, we gotta go bigger. We gotta go. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Like, I'm super happy about that because I seen it happen with my own eyes. And I was like, I'm trying to, I guess I'm giving myself credit for it, but like, I'll take the credit. But you know, at the end of the day, bro, I was just super happy to be able to do that with local artists because nobody was doing that. No one was doing that with local artists. They had to have a big guy, you know what I mean, to do a tour. And then I was like, no, you don't. Watch this. You know what I mean? We had 300 people in Brampton for your show on the Screwface tour.
That was sold out. That was
300 people.
That was actually the first time that fucking we sold out an event for without like a massive
headline
backing. It was just
and that was a big venue. Well, not big, but yes,
that shit was good.
Yeah, and it wasn't Mustache Club. Like as much as I love Mustache Club, one of my favorite clubs, but it doesn't hold 300 people.
Gutz, you were on the tour with us too, yeah?
What, for that one? No, I don't think I was on. No, I wasn't on the Screwface one.
You're on the Camacho versus everyone.
I was on the Camacho versus everyone. I wasn't on this one.
Okay, yeah. I thought you
CHB was on this one. I think CHB was on this one. It wasn't me.
Sorry to cut you off, Bucker.
No. I'm just trying to remember that. I was like, wait, why was I
wasn't on that one? No, I wasn't on that.
What else it was? So I brought 5 dudes.
Yeah, that's
Desiree was with us.
Desiree, thank you. AKA O'Derrick.
CHB was on the tour with us too.
Yeah, CHB, big up CHB.
And Desmond was on the
Source is killing
Connect the Dot
one.
Source is dope.
Oh, Source is destroying it.
Source is ridiculous.
Source is destroying it.
Is he?
Oh, for sure. Source is the next one.
I think I seen actually a video from him. Yeah.
Source is the next one, man.
Bro.
Yeah, one of my niggas posted behind the scenes from Source's upcoming new video on his Instagram the other day, and I seen it and I was like, yeah, that's how you guys are moving. All right.
Yeah, I'm
I
on.
like seeing my people get it though. You know
Source is doing his thing, man.
That's fucking good to hear, bro. That's fucking really good to hear.
Source is doing his thing right now, man.
No, I always thought he was one of the best in the crew. No offense, but Kush was my favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
No offense, Gutz. But yeah, so I always say this to Gutz. But nah, bro. So from there we did the tour. We brought 5 Deuce on. Again, rest in peace, Curse. You got the shirt on right now, so it's pretty relevant. So we did 4 shows there. So obviously, okay, your tour was great. Like we went Belleville, we went London, we went everywhere. Like it was sick. We were Oshawa, we were like everywhere, right? And then from there we went and we did the Connect the Dot tour, the first tour. So boom, we had 4 shows. They were all dope. And we also had the finals at Revival. So
which was
that was my favorite stop altogether. The Revival, that one was fucking bananas, bro.
That was the finals for that tour.
Wasn't that your birthday?
Yeah, it was. That was my
yeah. I remember. Yeah, that was a sick show, bro.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Right, bro.
Axel and his wife were like the first people there. Shout out Axel and shout out Julie, man.
Yeah, Julie's a huge supporter of the show. Big shout out to Julie.
For sure.
Yeah, of the scene in general, for sure.
Rest in peace, Axel, man, for sure.
Rest in peace, Axel. Rest in peace, Curse. But yeah, bro, that was crazy that night where everyone was rocking the villain shirts.
Yeah,
bro,
and everyone's rocking the Connect the Dot. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Like you couldn't look anywhere without seeing Connect the Dot that night, or 100 Miles, because I brought 100 Miles in, and I let him. He was like, most people would never let another clothing person come in to sell clothes at a place where you're trying to sell clothes like off your show. Like you know what I mean? Like if you're a greedy motherfucker, I'm talking about like stupid people, right? But like for me, like I reached out to him, bro. I was like, yo, I want you here. You know what I mean? And he was like, bro, please, like yes, like boom. He came, showed up. Shout out to 100 Miles, man. Shout out to Miles, bro. Go check out him. If you guys want to cop some sick gear, and you guys want to support a local business and a local hustler that's been in it from time, just like Chill City, just like Toast of Toronto, like Neto, right? You know, go check out him.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, bro. So,
sure,
but yeah, shout out to 100 Miles. Go check out 100 Miles, 100miles.com, I believe, 100 Miles Apparel. Google it, you'll find it. Drake wears it, Tupac wears it, your mom wears it, and if she doesn't, she should wear it. But yo,
stop this.
But yo, so yeah, so we did the Revival show. That one technically, that one was sold out as well. The bouncers had to like line people up outside and shit. Like they were doing in and out checks and shit. So that was dope to see. That was it's a really cool night. A lot of different shit happened that night, but it was a fucking dope night. Your performance that night was one of your best performances I have ever seen.
One at Revival?
His at Revival. I think it was because of the fact there was so many people, where it was, like everyone rocking the villain shirts, like everyone, just the atmosphere that we had like presented at that point. You know, you got Socks chilling in the cut right there. You know what I mean? Like Friday Ricky Dread. Shout out to We Love Hip Hop. Friday Ricky Dread showed up. I always try to include those types of peoples. Like Friday's always showed me love. I've always showed him love. You know what I mean?
Shout out Friday. We love Friday.
Yeah, bro.
There was also thing though. You see, that night specifically, anybody in the Toronto underground scene was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the underground heavy hitters were there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Adam Bomb shut that shit down too.
Yeah, Adam Bomb tore down the whole shit.
Yo, Black of the Dawn, I think Black of the Dawn almost stole the show. I hate to say it. Just because he had the light up shit, bro. The guy had the light up shit, and he had the money walk song that was just out. It was hot, and he came out doing the money walk, bro. That was sick. That was sick. But
we had a few conversations like on Facebook and shit. I rate Black of the Dawn. There's a good people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Black of the Dawn, great people, man. So now continuing on. So from that night, we did that. Cypher Soze won that one. He came on to the tour next time. Then we did the next tour, and then we were at North Bay. North Bay was crazy. We already talked about that. The hotel shit was nuts, but the show was crazy. It was like you said, just the show itself was one of the best shows on the tour, in your opinion. Which wasn't mine or Gut's opinion, surprisingly. But it's good. But it's good to hear that though, because to be honest with you, it was such a good show.
It was a good show
that like it shouldn't get overlooked.
It was a good show, and I remember that was the only show I didn't host.
See, but you like the Toronto show on that one because it's at your spot, and I like the Oshawa show because it was at my spot. That one was actually at the Mustache Club.
The Mustache one was sick.
Mustache was fucking dope.
That was
a sick one,
bro.
That was a sick
Dog,
one.
we had what's his name, homie from the Rough Riders, cat.
I almost kicked the security guard down the stairs that night.
Yo, rest in peace to him too. Yo, he passed away actually recently.
Who?
The security guard there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, man, it wasn't the dead work there. Was it?
I don't know.
Oh man, I almost kicked the dead man down the stairs. Fuck, rest in peace, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I thought you said that you almost kicked the security down the stairs.
I did almost because he grabbed me by my arm when they're like, wait, him, grab him, come here. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Don't do that.
No, he was good shit though. He was good shit. No, but he'll obviously you got to do your job, right? But no, I feel you.
He apologized. I shook his hand. We kept it moving, but I almost kicked him down the stairs.
Yeah, man. But so that show, Oshawa won, Mustache Club. That's when remember we were doing the mannequin challenges.
Yeah, that night was dope.
Wow, the mannequin challenge was crazy.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, man. With 5 Deuce, we had bars there. We had fucking Big Main, Rough Riders. We had we had who else did we have? We had the lineup was crazy.
It was a sick lineup, man.
We had Gutz in the cut. We had Specz Don. We had Vincy Prince always. You know what I mean?
It was a sick show.
But yeah, bro. Then from there, what? We went to what was the finals for that one? Oh, that was on the yacht. Did the yacht one? No, we did Revival again.
That was Revival. Then we did the tour, and then the finals for that was the yacht.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Yeah, because I remember when we did Revival twice. The first time I was wearing the white connected dot mesh shirt, and then the second time was when I had the villain hoodie, and then we sold out the shirts that night.
Okay, hold on. So
yeah, that's what I remember.
What the second time that we went there was the time that it was part of the tour.
Yeah.
That was my birthday party too.
Okay, that's what you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
No, because I was talking about the finals one where Black of the Dawn and them came out. I
thought that was your birthday. No, when you're born in where?
Maybe they were both around the same time.
Yeah,
oh, okay, no. Then because the one in that.
That's why Barker's my little brother. Yo.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. This guy's like 5 days older than me, bro.
Still younger, nonetheless. Fuck up.
Yeah, but yeah. So then from there we went to back to the bigger tour, right? We did the North Bay. That's the show that kind of stood out to you. You're saying, right?
No, well, I mean, in terms of performance-wise, I wouldn't say it's just the whole vibe. The whole vibe stood out.
What did you think about the overall tour? What did you think about the overall tour experience?
It's fucking epic, bro. It's crazy. I had a lot of motherfucking fun. You know what I'm saying?
I swear I even paid your ass too, didn't I?
No, I don't think I got paid.
You just got free accommodations and shit?
Yeah, drinks and stuff.
And drives
Fucking-
there and back and hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I made money after the merch sales though.
Right. Dope.
Did you have a CD out at that time?
Not sure. Maybe, but I don't.
Yeah. You had Screwface. You had your
But I
Screwface
didn't have
album.
any. I didn't have any physicals though. I only had the streaming.
Yeah. I remember that was the big thing, and I was like, why don't you have fucking copies of your CD? I remember that.
It just the cookie didn't crumble that way. You know what I'm saying? At that point.
But what I was gonna say is so from that tour that we did before that, like my bad, just to go back for a quick second, we'll come back here, but the Screwface Cap one that you did, right?
Yeah.
I remember like, fuck man, I remember like what was the deal that we made for that? Like I like to talk about the money for people so that people understand that you could do it as like an independent artist. You know what I mean? There's ways to make money
so
out there.
basically what we did money wise.
Yeah.
I took 200, you took 100, and Vince you took 100.
Okay.
So we all ate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
that was like around when my daughter was just born or she was about to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I was making sure Specz got paid more than everybody, to be honest. So we put him on as a headliner. We made a deal with them, paying him $2 a show plus whatever else we could get him and all that kind of stuff. But that was the first tour that we did with him. That was off of him winning or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's huge though, because to be honest, bro, like what I'm trying to show people with this whole connect the dot thing too, is and a lot of people are doing it, but like just do it smart, do it the right way, do it organized. You know what I mean? Like do it with good people. You know what I mean? But have like morals with your shit. Like for instance, I put you on a fucking ban list and then you end up on a fucking bunch of tours and a bunch of shit and it just goes to show like you even pulling me aside and being professional with me got you to get on the tours and have those experiences. So it's good for both parties. Like if you're a promoter, be professional, treat your people proper, like give them more than you're making. Why are you taking more than him? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that, bro. Like that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying is make it make sense. You know what I mean?
100%.
But anyways, big up to that. Then going further back up to this stuff. So, going along, like obviously trying to give you different opportunities, gave you the merch opportunities. So like the connect the dots stuff, like when we drop the merch stuff, everyone that listens to the podcast, you guys are going to see the villain stuff, the original stuff that we started with, right? Like, which is just like going to be technically labeled as like the OG villain swag, right? Then we're going to have new villain stuff that's going to pop out at you guys. And we're going to, you're going to see other stuff and it's just going to keep growing. And when we get back to being able to do these shows and tours, we're going to be bringing Specz. Specz is going to be part of it. Like, you know what I mean? And as you hear, he's working on music. He's, he's not sitting around doing nothing. He's making sure that he's ready so that when things are ready to rock, he's got at least a body of music.
I'm in the studio right now.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
That's what's up, bro.
So you're working on the album right now?
Yeah, well, no, I wasn't really putting in work today. I started writing something, but I was just more kicking it with my homie. Shout out OCBZ, you know what I'm saying? That's my dogs right there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're just kicking it, just vibing, drinking a couple beers, talking some shit, and listening to some music.
I know I've been
beats.
loafed in, but do you still want that verse?
I think you expired.
Oh,
I'm joking. Yeah, for sure. What the hell? I'll send you something fresh. Or I'll probably just send you something fresh.
Okay.
Right.
If you want to bang out that one though, by all means go ahead. If you're feeling it, by all means.
Right.
But if not, if you'd rather something fresh or both,
whatever, bro.
Go.
Just you know how life gets in the way, man. But I have that verse.
But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get you live in person. I know you're out in London, Ontario, a little bit away, but we're definitely gonna have to get you down here and get you, you know what I mean, live on the show and everything like that. But let me ask you right here. So first of all, we gave a big shout out already. We talked a lot about DMX and rest in peace DMX, and obviously everybody's like been influenced by DMX in some sort of way. I'm sure you have, etc. Right? But what I want to ask you, obviously I want to know more in depth, but we only have so much time, right? But let me ask you this though, off the top of your head, what would be your top 5 DMX songs?
Get at me, dog. Shit. Get at me, dog. I like Damien.
Which one?
Damien won the first one. I like the first one.
See, we're on the right tip there. I said the same thing.
What else? Fuck, there's a whole shit ton of them, bro. Blackout was my shit.
Okay.
Fucking the Locks crushed that. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because that's what we were talking about earlier. We're talking about how when X was fucking with the Locks, like they kind of came up together in a sense, right? And,
they're from the same hood though. They're from Young.
They make banging music. Like I was saying, what's it called? I was saying we don't give a fuck. Right? You know how it has Jada on it.
Yeah.
Like used to be my dog.
What song is that? Which one is that?
Everyone thinks it's used to be my dog. He was in my left titty.
Bro, X wrote that and made Kiss spit it, but that was a Ja Rule jab. We used jabbing Ja Rule in that hook.
Nice.
Was he?
Yeah. He said it himself. That was he was jabbing Ja Rule still.
Wow.
Rest in peace, X, bro. Honestly, X influenced like half of the fucking population right now of MCs.
That's what we were talking about earlier too, bro. Yeah,
sure.
Trust me.
We're debating, would he be on the Mount Rushmore? Oh, I said four. I said four. Barker said 5. I said 4. Barker said 5. Would he be on the Mount Rushmore?
Is he top 5 that are alive?
Listen, if he's not on it, I think he gets definitely an honorable mention. If he doesn't, if not, on it, he gets honorable mention for sure.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
It's a good way to put it.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
I personally put him up there, but again, it's kind of fresh in my head, right? Like he just passed away, so maybe that's why I'm saying it right now. But at the same time, when you think back, top 5 that are alive, like, yo, definitely that name has to come across your head, but there is a lot of others too, right? So it's
honestly my personal favorite MC is Sean Price. That's my personal.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
exactly, and it's very like opinionated. So that's why earlier with the top 5 that I was given, it's not necessarily my top 5, but it's what I think. Like the rap game has already labeled the top 5. You know what I mean? Like I said, like the Drake, the Tupac, Biggie, like you know what I mean. Those are like right off the hop is like a top 3. Again, not my top 3, but that's how I feel like rap has labeled it right now. Like
yo, Gutz,
what's up?
You're probably gonna hate me. You're probably gonna hate me for this because I know Biggie's your dogs. But I think Pun is better than Biggie still.
No, come on now.
Now we're getting some. Now we're getting some. You're lucky you're not here in person. You're getting heated now.
Why do you say what? Like what? A better lyrical rapper than Biggie?
Yeah, flow wise, articulation. Biggie's a good storyteller. Biggie's dope. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying I think Pun's better. You know what I'm saying. I like
if you're saying better skilled, I mean again, that's argumentative. Like you could say like better skilled, whatever. But I get your point on better skilled when he comes with like that multi-syllable or the flow, that cadence with the style. But Biggie's like flow pattern and like the context of what he's speaking is just on another level, man. Like it's just such a like smooth flow. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it's just Biggie flows smooth, but he says a lot of Boogerman lyrics though, a lot of fire talks though. Like,
yeah. He has no.
So fine,
yeah.
We say girl looks so fine, I'll suck her daddy dick.
Yeah. That was fire. Still, that was definitely fire. I didn't know what was going on with that.
And talking about fucking kids in the body and throwing them over bridges. Like, what kind of you?
Yo, wait, Gutz.
What,
bro?
Oh shit, we didn't get into that yet. Yo, shout out to Super Vendors.
Shout out to Super Vendors for coming clutch on the money. This is why we have a Super Vendors sponsor.
Super Vendors.
Super Vendors. Bro, we got motherfucking... I didn't even show Specz this yet.
Show that shit.
Bro, look.
Fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot, but it's Starburst, fam.
Why is that like nostalgic? It's like bringing back the childhood and shit.
Come on.
Strawberry, bro. Strawberry. And then we got this. We got the Nerds. I don't know what these are, but they're actually fire. Nerds. Big Chewy, bro. Cheese. God.
Word up.
But anyways, so we're basically gonna have to pop off to go do some song reviews next. But it was nice talking with you, brother. And
so when are you trying to drop the album again?
So I have what's it called? When It's All Said and Done.
Mm-hmm.
That one that's done. You know what I'm saying that's the one that you're supposed to be getting on. Minus reverse. It's finished. You know what I'm saying. And then so I could drop that.
So get on that, dog.
Within the next couple weeks, I'm looking to drop that. And then the album I'm working on. There's no rush. We're a couple songs in, but we're just taking our time with it. And then the Daredevil shit is top priority though. Like that, I want to drop the Daredevil thing because we've both been talking about that for a couple of years. And it's
For
like,
sure.
okay, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Double D's a beast though.
Shout out to Double D, man.
Yeah, big ups.
Yo, shout out to Double D. He also sent me some work to get on, and I was loafed and
That's
stuff.
what's going on?
You know, I'm loafed in, bro.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm
Honestly,
calling
yo,
myself up.
Don't worry, I'll talk to my boy.
Like, there's history there. Like, me and D been knowing each other for like 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? We both grew up in Flemington Park. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
So it's like, and his brother was in my kindergarten class. Shout out Dark Shadow. You know what I'm saying? His brother
For real.
and also one of my first rapping partners was his brother. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We used to have a group in high school. We went to Bendel, and our group was called Frontline. You know what I'm
Nice.
All right, so yo,
saying?
any last minute shout out to people on the podcast?
Fuck. So much to name. Okay. Shout out.
Yo, your audio is fucked up. I don't know what you did.
Can you hear me now?
Nah,
Nah, bro. I don't know what happened to the audio.
this guy hit a fucking sound like shit button. Like what the
Nah,
fuck just
bro.
happened, fam? Yo,
Yo, that was nice, still. It was nice.
I'm gonna call him back.
Yeah.
There we
Better
go.
now?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So yeah, shout out Double D, shout out fucking my nigga Venom, shout out Jay Banco, shout out Atlas ADG, shout out OCBZ, shout out DJ Vinci, shout out you guys, shout out whole Connected Dot team, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fucking shout out everybody, shout
Yeah,
out
man.
Green Bay, shout out Flemington Park, shout out fucking
Shout out to Curse Dre. Shout out to
shout out to
you
Curse
know,
Dre, my
you
brother.
already know.
My
Shout out
nigga
to
Wano,
Axel.
who
Shout out to
died, that one hurt me
fucking.
too,
Shout out
you
to
know?
Halfway, bro.
Shout out my nigga Halfway.
Free
Shout
up,
out.
free up.
Rest in peace, Chris J, my brother for life. Yo, my brother. Rest in peace, Kush. Rest in peace, Juice Man. Rest in peace, fucking G-Lock. Rest in peace, Grinch. My nigga Grinch. Caution. All you guys, you know what I'm saying? There's so much to name, man. If I forgot you guys, don't fight me. I'm chilling. Word up.
Alright,
Shout
brother.
out Gutz. Shout out Head Crack.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out Spec. Don, you know what I'm saying?
Don't know. You already know.
Namesake.
Don't know. You already know, doggy.
Shout out yourself, brother, and thanks
We're
for coming
already
on
doing
the.
big things, man.
Thanks for coming on the podcast. You already know.
Mhm.
Like I said, we're just starting up. Bro.
Whoa, fuck! I can't do a shout out thing and not shout out the Moon Crickets. What the fuck? Shout out Rock, shout out Fury, shout out G-Night, shout out motherfucking DJ Merciless, shout out Killer Preach, shout out Hellraiser, shout out the whole GGO. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have to really that mental.
Yo, brother, you did not win.
You
You didn't win the Grammys, eh?
Page now when I get off this shit.
You need to wrap it up, but
Shout out GGO. Them niggas going in. Free Dre bars, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, free up Jerry Bar
Free up,
for
free up,
sure.
bro. You already know, Gully Demon.
Yeah, man.
So yo, big ups. We're gonna do
Rest in
some.
peace, Axl Rosa.
We're gonna do some
Alright,
song
big.
reviews. So yo, send me a link to one of your songs so that we can review it next week.
Actually, I have a brand new single. I'm gonna wait to drop the single, but the single for the album, the tape's done. The single for the album is actually finished. I wanna
Give
gonna
us some.
wait,
Give us a sneak peek one that we can review live here on the show,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
bro. We'll talk, yo. That's enough said, eh? Yo, holla
Enough
at
said,
me.
Yo, send on.
You know, brother.
Just
Respect
send on
it.
that one, too.
Peace out, brother.
Don't know, bro.
No, connected.
No. You don't get to stay connected dot, brother. I tell you when you get to stay connected dot, bro.
I tell you when you say connect the dot. When I say connect the, y'all say dot.
Connect the. Hey, let's go. It's like we got the show, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Big up to Dre
We're-
Specz, yo.
you know,
Thank you so much for coming on the show, brother. You already know
Dre
what it is.
Specz. Yo, I'm telling you, yo.
So I made a post earlier, right before we started recording, about post your Spotify links, and I got 7 comments. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links. All right, so let's get into it. We got 5 links. Let's hope our battery lasts. Let's hope our memory card lasts. It might not, but let's get through it. So let's go. We got 5 mics each to give for each
How
song.
many tracks we going in?
5.
Let's do it.
We got 5.
Let's do it. Woo! Yo, why are we posting that shit? Are you dumb, fam? Forward to your whip. Yo, Doug, send on them. guapo, eh? What deal with man? I'm saying it saying it on camera. Okay? Yo, you don't even show up the sweat.
Hold on.
Yo, you're dissing.
Hold on.
Dissing.
Yo.
Man's dissing.
I was trying to do it subtly, but since he wants me to, I thought you guys know it's the Mike Gutz show.
No, it's not the Mike Gutz show. It's the Ken Gutz show. It's the Dan Barker.
You're gonna get your plug.
Yeah.
So you guys see this beautiful purple sweater here?
Yeah, I do.
Hold on. If you guys aren't watching, look at that. You guys want to see something more? Look at that. So yo, we got the Web official We Eat Beats. I'm gonna tell you guys my reaction right now to this hoodie, because he did a reaction to my burger. So I'm gonna give him a reaction to his hoodie, which he went out. Now remember, I'm supposed to be the motherfucker that's, I make the merch. Look at me, I got the fucking sweaters and the tracksuits. Look at this. But Gutz came through and said, yo, check this out, Barker. You guys want to fuck around during quarantine, doc? So yo, he went and got the embroidered, stitched on patch stuff. He's got two different kinds. You could, well, actually more than two different kinds, but he's got the Web stuff, which is We Eat Beats, which we've talked about multiple times on the podcast. And then he also has this Mike Gutz stuff, which is also stitched on. But I wanted to support the whole squad, so that's why I got this one first. But obviously, you know, when the funds get better and they send the serve, then I'm gonna get the Mike Gutz one, right? So right now, though, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. It's beautiful.
Really?
It feels amazing. Like, it just feels perfect.
Are you just saying that?
I swear to God, I'm not. Like, yo, when I put on
Thanks, bro.
No, I love it, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, like the Web, it actually feels like a Web. Like, it's weird. Like, it's crazy how they
when's
did
your
the
birthday?
puffing.
When's
October.
Your birthday? Your birthday's October?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So, but usually, like, the inside stitching, like, it gets too much and shit.
Oh, yeah. I was saying, I got something for you.
This shit's hard.
You like that? I got
This
something
shit's hard. So, and then it has how many logos? Just this.
Just that and that, yeah.
Okay, so it's got the two. So explain this.
Okay, so that's the Scarborough logo, right?
Okay.
So I'm just basically, you know, representing the turfs. You know, shouts to Scarborough, born and raised. You know.
Yep.
You know, born in Scarborough, probably died in Scarborough. So I mean, that's what it is.
That's an album title.
I mean, I did an album called "Sleepless in Scarborough." You know,
you should do like a part 2.
I'm thinking about it.
Well, I just gave you the idea.
Anyways,
I'm gonna take credit. Anyways,
but yeah, so like I have like, you know, I have the Web brand. I also have the Mike Gutz brand. The Specz line is gonna be dropping real soon as well.
I'll be honest, it's mad comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk up to the screen quick.
And then you know, I
mad
have
comfortable.
All colors, all sizes. You just let me know. Hit up the DMs, you know, hit me up on the Instagrams, you know, just tell me what you need.
Make it happen.
And yeah, you know, support your local hustlers, man. We out here trying to grind, you know.
100%.
Fuck Doug Ford trying to hold us back right now, man. We gotta just keep moving.
So make sure you guys cop the sweaters. We'll hopefully we'll have some kind of link, or no, just hit up Gutz on fucking social media.
Yeah, you know.
You can inbox us on
exactly. We got some more shit coming out. Like the merch is
the website will be up soon.
I just, you know, right now we're just starting with the sweaters. We're gonna get into, like, you know, more shit. Like, but right now, just, you know, I just want to just pop off with the gear right now, see what's good, and then just kind of go from there. So,
all right. So the Web Mike Gutz sweaters, support it, buy it. They're actually 100% comfortable as shit. The purple swag looks sick. I never usually buy or wear purple, but I love it.
Those are the purple rings.
Super comfortable, and the quality is 100%. Like, it's very top notch. I love it. Like, I can't wait till we have these connected out hoodies for you guys, like embroidered. Like,
exactly.
It's gonna be fire. So, continuing on with the show, guys. I know you guys have been listening. If you haven't listened this long, shout out to you guys, because you guys are, you know, like, actually paying attention. We make this content for you guys. Yo, let's get into this. We're getting into the reviews.
The reviews. So yeah, you know, artists, you send in our tracks, we submit. You know, you submit it, we judge it. You know, we judge beat, style, cadence, etc., etc. You know, I judge it out of 5 mics. Danny Boy judges it out of 5 mics, and then combined score, we judge it out of 10. Highest score so far, 8.5.
8.5 is the highest.
You know, we got a few 8.5s, a few 8s. Last week, apparently, I was generous.
Yeah, you were. I think you got
I was very generous
last week.
I was
the weed was really good last week.
Yeah, I think
we have good weed this week too.
Yeah, we have
a weed sponsor.
Exactly,
yeah.
Man. We're hurting right now. But anyways, yeah. So let's get into this. What's our first?
Okay, so let's get into our first one. So guys, we listen to about the first hook and then like a verse. Sometimes we'll let it run if we notice there's multiple people on the track. Sometimes we don't. Usually we don't, to be honest, because we're trying to keep it moving. So
yeah. So
we'll start off here. We got Julius Sleazer, Donnie G, Quite Crazy, MDV, Permanent Sleep Mix. Like, so for instance, this one has multiple artists on it. Like, I'm just gonna play the first hook and verse.
Yeah, and then
I'll put it on lower. and then we'll review
Yeah.
it while it's playing in the background, so we can still kind of give it.
But then
bit of a
also, with that being said, like, you know, it never gets its true justice playing on like this kind of like platform in
Environment.
terms, like, you know
That's
what I'm
true,
saying? Like, it
that's
doesn't
true.
have like the speaker. So go to the Spotify playlist. Like, all the music's gonna be there. The reviews playlist.
That's correct.
The new one that's gonna be coming out.
Yeah,
real
well,
soon.
no. The reviews. So what I'm gonna do is I keep it up all month.
Oh, okay.
So all month long, whatever reviews we do. So every week we add to our playlist.
Okay.
So every month we'll have a new playlist that collectively builds up.
So just keep following. That's all
it.
you gotta do.
So we're gonna also drop an extra one, exclusive one with some new releases or different themed playlists that we come up with throughout the month, and stuff that we think is relevant, etc. And we're gonna drop it. But let's get into the
Yeah.
reviews.
Let's get into
our
this.
first one,
Permanent
like I said,
Sleeping
we already
Bags. Julius Sleezer.
check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna bring that back.
We started off nice.
Get the fucking game, bitch. Hey yo, I'm some cool shit. I use poor sticks to do it with. Yo, stooges, a few schools, I'm a sort of a tool shit. Fully zipped, sleeping bag, VIP exclusive. All aboard the cruise ship, amusement through tip. Petunias, pushing daisies, petrified, slashes, puget. Only pump on with the power, let they move steps. Let's see if you're cement shoe shit. Cop that new jet full of blue moons, damn scars and blue lips. Let you get beat down, fuck by guys and stay steady. That's why I take MJ Fox Bobby with me. So the crime line stays spray ready. And you can stay in the closet bar, cause everybody know you gay already. You be your greatest enemy, but one V has to end me. Or come back with a bullet for your head and seek let me. Since a child I've been loud and riding, digging graves and killing enough crowds. I feel a die for you. Set the right to end you, don't take a lot to bend you. So you can holler to your God, but he will not defend you. Ninja man will beat these devils on that creeping train. Pull out the rental, they chop down, you sleep and say. Set the right to end you, don't take a lot to bend you. So you can holler to your God, but he will not defend you. Ninja man will beat these devils on that creeping train. Pull out the rental, they chop down, you sleep and say. Vocal of the drama, find me in the sauna with a snake charmer, smoking marijuana.
Alright, so that's the first record of the night. There it is, guys.
Permanent Sleeping Bags.
Permanent Sleeping Bags by Julius Sleezer. You guys can check it out on the Spotify playlist. It'll be on the playlist. Alright, so this is our first initial reaction to the song and review out of 5 mics. I'll start it off. I'll be honest with you guys. I like that death rap kind of style, you know what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
I'm into that shit. Like, I used to fuck with the Necro. I used to listen to, like, you know, a lot of punk rock and shit growing up even, but like I like that underground like rap, like grimy shit. So I don't know, like I'm not gonna jump to the mics quick, but I'm gonna say this with the beat. I think it's grimy. Like I think it's actually a slapper. Like it's got that eerie vibe, like you know, perfect for this kind of a like his style that he rapped on. You know what I mean? Like this guy's clearly into that underground death rap kind of style. You know what I mean? I thought he did a great job, bro. Like I thought his lyrics, like the way he spit, his flow, like his voice, like the beat, dope. The hook wasn't my favorite though. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm a big hook guy. I like a good technical hook and stuff like that. I don't like the repetitive hooks, but I also like something that works like with the beat and stuff. And I don't know, I just wasn't feeling this one. But I give it a 4. I give it a 4.
Okay. I agree with you for like most of it. I think, yeah, the beat definitely stood out. It just had that grimy sound. The first guy, was that Julius Sleezer? Was that the first guy that jumped on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of basing it off that, to be honest.
Okay.
I think I was kind of listening to the second verse. I was talking a little bit, but
Yeah.
second verse didn't sound too hot to me. But that third verse, that sounded pretty fire.
Okay. Well,
But we're basing it off that first verse anyway.
but I think he came with a grimy style and he did the beat justice, right? Like I think he definitely like, you know, flowed proper cadence, proper style, proper. You know, I think he just did the beat justice for sure. Like he just
lyrically he was on.
lyrically he was on point for sure, right? I'm like you. I wasn't really feeling the hook too much. Like I thought it could have been better. It wasn't like it was shit, but
No, I wasn't shit for sure.
it was just I thought it could have been a little better.
It wasn't my favorite hook.
It wasn't my
It
favorite
doesn't
hook.
stand out to me.
Yeah, the verse stood out more to me than
Yeah.
than whatever.
The first
right?
and the third verse stand out to me more than anything.
Yeah. I like the rawness in his voice. I like, you know, like that style in his voice, like, you know, and it's just so.
Yeah, that was a dope one.
It was a dope one. Still,
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna probably give that a solid 4. I'm gonna give it a solid 4. I want to hear the whole track. I want to hear the whole track in its
we'll bump it on the playlist.
Yeah, you know, yeah, for sure. Like, make sure you go to the playlist. It's gonna be added like to the rest of the tracks that's we're gonna review.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the playlist. Link in the description.
Well, yeah, it was a good track. It was a good track.
So let's get to the next one. That's pretty dope. 8. Yo, thanks for sending in the track, yo. Honestly, we appreciate you guys. We hope this helps. Maybe send some, shine some light on your music. Hopefully, some people will take a look at it. Off to the next one though. Yeah. So we got a Zay's entry. That's fucking dope. So Zay's, we've talked about him before on the podcast. He's one of the Connected performers. He's performed at one of our shows, a couple of our shows, I believe. Performed at a bunch of my shows, but Connected one specifically, at least a couple, I'd say, or at least one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's performed at a few, man.
I've known him for a long time. He's part of like the 90 Nickel team and stuff like that, or at least he was. I don't know if he still is or formerly or not, but he's 90 Nickel by blood type of thing. But I've known him for many years. He's dope. Like, to me, when I hear Zay's is on the track, I want to hear some grimy shit. Like, I want to hear some gutter shit. Like, he's got like a, you know. So I'm hoping that's what it is. But he is a really versatile artist. So you never know what to expect, like, with this guy.
Right.
We'll see what he's got though. So leave it to me. It looks like he's got another cat on the track. So I think the other guy's first on the track. So I'm gonna bring it up to I'll bring it to about 1:30, and I'll let it run from there.
Vomit at the top of topics, better watch them tricky, pick your pockets. I got a cottage in the forest with some foreign ladies picking poppy. Those are just another hobby, getting copies. No one need a copy. We pop a dope, I know dead bodies. Pop a kinda sorry for the shit that I said. I don't predict my own death of sentence, screwed in the head. I left hospital 20 years ago, had a photo of my man. Fuck your ass and the right to end you. Don't take a lot to bend you, so you can holler to your God, but he will not defend you. Intermental, beat these devils on that creeping train. Pull out the rental, then chop them. Send the right to end you. Don't take a lot to bend you, so you can holler to your God, but he will not defend you. Intermental, beat these devils on that creeping train. Pull out the rental, then chop them. Dirty devil, y'all motherfuckers get buried in deep dirt. Stick dastardly rapper rocking out of the Slayer shit.
Wait, where the heck is Zay's? Oh, that's not even. Bro, cut this whole part out of the whole thing, man.
Leave it to me, if you don't know, then you can leave it to me. Leave it to me, if you don't know, if you don't know, then you can leave it to me. On the edge, jagging it, I'm when he took the weed, now look at my words on his chin, jabbing it. For me, this has been passionate. Nigga, I've been jabbing it. On point to the wind, jabbing it. If you wanna win better, let's stab you, yeah. Leave it to me, if you don't know, then you can leave it to me. Leave it to me, leave it to me. If you don't know, then you can leave it to me. Leave it to me, leave it to me. If you don't know, then you can leave it to me. Leave it to me. If you don't know, then you can leave it to me.
It's seeming you stuck, so leave it to us. Not talking a seat on the bus, no beat on the drums. Cover the easier cups. Fucking you, we gonna bust. We gonna crush, featuring creatures like us. Meet your defeat if you must. Weak cause you're weak as a fuck. Making you leak with a shriek and you're leaving a hush. Unique as a fuck, speaking in tongues. Fuck from a Greek in the slums. She gonna cuss, saying she needed to bust. Show my technique, you a freak with a thrust. Time to get it the fuck up out of here. Getting way too crowded here. Dark clouds appear. Only came for some pussy and beer. Looking like we all out of beer. Scarborough band in my background. Joe down with my cats now. Whipple up on the track. Sound like any beat that we fuck will get smacked down. Canada up in this bitch. Dropping the verses like up in a clip. Empty the mag and a jump in a whip. While pumping a fist like we up in this bitch. Pumping this shit cause we go with music. We're better than gulping this shrimp. It's something as simple as hearing the sound of a pistol. And know we gon' run like the wind. Come for the win. Number one up in the end. Throw up a fist and I'll pump it again. Chuckles with knuckles up under your chin. Left it alone so it's on us again.
Leave it to me. If you don't know, then you can leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. If you don't know, then you can leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. If you don't know, then you can leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. If you don't know, then you can leave it to me.
Slapper.
That clap. That's like what I want to hear when I hear some Zay's. Like, yo, he's pretty versatile. Like, he can do like different kinds of stuff, so you never know what you're gonna get. But I like that like hardcore shit. But yeah, what'd you think? You're starting this one out.
Yeah, I've seen Zay's perform I've never seen Zaze perform a weak set. You know,
Nah.
that's the one thing. He always comes with that energy.
High energy, yeah.
Always comes with that energy, that lyrical shit.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? I think he like took control of this beat with the flow. He
Yo,
created the
bro,
melody
you
with it.
should actually sign this guy to We Eat Beats because I swear to God, this guy just absolutely hate that beat, bro.
Nah, man, I can't afford this guy. But yeah, at the end of the day, this guy, yeah, he did his thing on the beat, man. He did his thing. Like, I like the hook that he did. You know, it was catchy. I thought it was really good, man. I thought it was really good.
Alright, so out of 5,
I think I'm gonna give that probably. I'm gonna probably give that like a 4.5, a solid 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Ooh, this guy went in.
Probably gonna give it a 4.5.
Jeez.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I liked it. I really did. I think he did his thing on that, man.
I don't know. You're not selling me on it, bro. You sound like you didn't really like it.
What are you talking about,
I'm just messing with you.
man? Like, yo, he took control
Yo,
of the
is he paying
beat, man.
you, bro? Is he? And I'm just messing
No,
with you, bro.
no.
Like I'm just.
I mean, like,
No, I feel you, bro. It was a dope track. I actually feel you.
I
be
love
honest with
Zaze.
you.
Zaze is.
I'll be honest with you, like, he's my boy, so, like, but there's, like, unbiased opinion. Like, I honestly would give it, like, a 4, bro. I'd
For
give it
real?
a 4. Yeah, I'll give it a 4. 4's good. What do you mean?
No, but I mean compared to my 4.5.
Oh, you're giving it the extra half because you, like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You love him or you love the track. I don't know. There's one of the two. I love
Okay.
him, too, man. Don't get me wrong. But,
Okay.
bro, 4.5, bro? That's high.
All right.
You already gave it. It's all good.
Hey, man.
I'm not judging you.
But it seems like you are.
I still gave it a 4. You're judging my 4,
But
bro.
it seems like you are.
I didn't give it a 3.5. I gave it a 4.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
Bro, you're dissing.
No, you're dissing.
This guy's dissing my 4.
Nah, bro. You're
Respect
dissing
the
mine.
4. Alright, so now we have Con. Alright? So this track's called We Here. And yeah, we're gonna rock this. So we're gonna run the first verse, first track, or first hook, first verse. Let's see what's up. Hold on. I'm bringing that back. I didn't really have the volume up.
Chase, I get stoned. Rock like boulders, rock like boners. Gambling man, bet on the old piss over and over.
Wheel it back, bro. Wheel it back,
Top
Yeah?
10 on anybody's
Yo, wheel it
list,
back.
feeling no
Wheel it
time.
back.
Yeah, this guy chill. Yo, hold on. What's this guy's name?
Con, we here.
Con, we here.
We here. Make sure you guys check this out, alright? We here.
Yeah. Check this out on the Spotify.
I want to rap on this beat. The beat's sick.
Yeah. Con.
Jeez, that drops sick.
Chase, I get stoned. Rock like boulders, rock like boners. Gambling man, bet on the old piss over and over. Serve them like Navratilova. Top 10 on anybody's list, Villanova.
Hey.
Give them the pepperoni pizza Nova. I want the house on the hill, Casa Loma. People like Brooklyn know that I'm a Sosa. She black reppin' since like 13 years old. Colder than any motherfucker, that's pneumonia. I told you a long time ago, word to so-so soldier. Down whenever I'm around. C to the O-N, y'all playing my sound. Y'all feeling my vibe, I'm feeling so alive. Ladies looking fine, make a splash when I dive. Got clash on my mind, you fucking with a giant. Dropped 80 in the 6 long before Kobe Bryant.
Yo. Kill that.
Hold on.
Yo. Whoa.
Dog, that came out of left field. I can't lie. Yo, that guy ate that beat, bro. That swag was sick. He ate that beat.
Yo. Con. Yo, I gotta check out more of this guy's shit, man.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So Lutz Chamberlain sent this in on Facebook. He sent it in. Check it out on Spotify. Con, we here. Gutz, what's your first initial reaction to this fucking slapper?
Yo, I mean, this is like shit that I grew up on, you know what I mean? Like, this is like that, you know, that grimy street shit, like that lyrical, like punchlines, and just everything about it just had, like, you know, it was like checkmark. It was like for me, like for like a perfect song, like it just, okay, beat, checkmark, lyrics, checkmark,
Right.
you know, style, checkmark, this, checkmark, like everything was just like, yo. And like, you know, the way he sounded, like he kind of reminded me of like how Most Def how Most Def like first, like when he came out.
Yeah.
Like he had
I
like
hear
that style. It's like, yo, I love this I love what where he's going with
the
it.
Swag
man.
and the cadence.
Yeah, the swag and the cadence was like he was so presentable in it, right? And I'm sure like he's like had that comparison before, but I'm not saying like he was
not
like
a bad comparison.
I'm not trying to say that like that's what he was trying to go with.
Yeah.
I think like he was just doing his thing, and like his punchlines were nasty. You know what I mean? Like the way like
that beat
he dropped
fire,
it, and honestly,
he was fire,
bro. I have to probably give that a 5.
You have to.
I have to give it a 5.
I was gonna get mad at you if you didn't.
I have to give it a 5. I have to give it a 5. After that verse, for sure, I have to give it a 5.
I feel that.
I think that's the first 5 I've given. No, is it the first 5?
That is. It's the first 5 ever given on the show.
First 5 ever given.
100%.
Congrats to Khan.
Big ups to Khan.
Big ups to Khan. First 5.
Easily.
That's a 5.
It's easily the first 9. Easily the first 9, but. Like I've got to give it at least a 4.5, but I don't know. I might give it a 5 too. Like, have I ever given a 4.5 even?
You given a 4.5?
Did I?
Did you?
I don't think I have.
So you're going 4.5?
I'm gonna go.
I'm going 5 with that. That's a slap.
I'm gonna go 4.5.
For real, eh?
Yeah, that's what it takes right there to get the 4.5.
For real, eh?
I almost want to give it the 5.
That guy, Khan.
Hold on. Maybe I give it the 5. Maybe I give it the 5. 1 second. I gotta play that back. 1 second.
You gonna play that back?
Kinda, yeah. Hold on.
You gotta play that. The bars are sick.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 5. Khan gets the first 10.
Rock like boulders, rock like boners, gambling man, bet on the overs over and over, serve them like Navratilova, top 10 on anybody's list, feeling over.
He talks himself into it too by saying that bar, in a sense, but at the same time, no.
People like know that I'm a Sosa, she black reppin' since like 13 years old, colder than any motherfucker, that's pneumonia, I told you a long time ago, word to Sosa, down whenever I'm around, C to the O-N, y'all playing my sound, y'all feeling my vibe, I'm feeling so alive, ladies looking fine, make a splash when I die, got clash on my mind, you fucking with a giant, dropped 80 in the 6 long before Kobe Bryant.
Oh, that's what got me too. That bar got me, I can't lie to you. A lot of good bars in that one. A lot of good bars in that. That's the first 10.
That's the first 10. Shout out to Khan, yo.
That's what it takes to get that 10 though.
Shout out to Khan, yo.
You need that beat, you need the fire flow, you need the punch.
They're definitely gonna be on the Spotify playlist.
That's gonna be on like a top. That's gonna be on like the 10 mic.
Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure.
Well, eventually, once we get
the Hall of Fame. Yeah, we gotta do the Hall of Fame.
Well, no, we'll do the top 10. 10 mics or something, or 5 mics, or I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Just like,
we'll figure it out. Comment
top
what you
10.
think. Comment what you think we should call it.
Yeah, we have to do the top 10 for sure.
Okay, all right. Whatever. That's dope. That's a
top 10. That's a top 1 right now.
Shout out to Lutz Chamberlain for sending that.
That's top 1 if you're going by numbers.
Right now, that's the best one we've had.
Numbers don't.
100%.
Well, this is my Dre Specz track?
Yeah, I told him to send me a track to review.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay, we're gonna run this one live. Switch the vibe a bit. First of all, initial, this sounds sick as fuck. This sounds fire.
Yeah, this sounds sick.
And yo, this shit ain't done until it got Specz in it. Always been an ill nigga, gully side veteran. Niggas want problems, why they always got their friends with them. That's why I don't waste time, don't even get vexed with them. Real niggas in my circle, dog, you should make amends with them. When we hit the club, better believe we snuck our weapons in. Bouncers like to act up, and I love to step to them. Business cause confusion, that's why I'm never stressing them. They with you one night, then have our next nigga caressing them. That's that dirty motherfucking scandal shit that'll make me spaz out, and next I'd like to snap a few pyro real niggas from all across Lawrence Avenue. If you're not on point, the feds will start nabbing you. Niggas get done when they clap at you. Watch your bitch, you'll look at niggas when she mad at you. Through the window of
Oh, this sounds sick.
That's fire, right? Alright, so yeah, let's review that.
Yeah, man.
Clapper beat.
Yeah,
That beat clapped.
Destroyed it. Everything.
Specz hates the beat.
Yeah.
I love the way Specz raps. So, like, it's funny because to me, it's like he's a versatile rapper. He can rap here, he can rap there, but like, yo, this is like his lane, like the darker beats, and like where he just kind of snaps on the beat, but he keeps his flow, like, and like he has like a staggered flow compared to like some people keep their flow super basic. He comes and he like does like, I kind of told people before, he kind of remind me of Styles P, but he's more like, I don't know, but he's Dre Specz. So, but yeah, dope as hell. Like
yeah, for sure.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, Specz always does his things on tracks, man.
That was fire though.
Yeah, he's always. I remember he had a Real Conscious tune that he put out there. The Put Your Fist High, like that whole vibe, right? So that just shows his versatility.
Yeah.
Right? You know
Even that Channel 24 track that I shot that video for him.
Yeah. That
was a good one. I like that one. Dre Specz track. What did you think?
I thought that was a dope track, man. I thought that was a real dope track. Like, you know, it was right in Dre Spex's lane, like, you know, and like you see him, he's always versatile with his shit, right? Like, you know, he can come on the conscious vibe. I know he did a lot of shit with Moon Crickets, and you know, he came on that conscious vibe and did his thing, and you know, but Specz, like, that's when he gets to that gritty, grimy street shit, like no one does it better than him, and like he has this. Yeah, like he has a very unique style. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can say he doesn't rap like anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, Dre Specz raps like Dre Specz.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no other rapper I can think of that raps or even sounds close to like Dre Specz, right? So, you know, in terms of the track, I thought the track, it had everything, man. I thought, like, you know, I like the beat, I like the elements of the beat. Like, I like how, you know, it wasn't just your typical like verse hook. Like, it was just like, it was a whole bunch of different elements to the song, like at least for the first 16, right? So, but yeah, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna probably give that a 5.
A 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 was.
This guy got a 9.5.
I'm gonna give this a 5 was. You gave it a 4.5.
I gave it a 4.5.
I'm gonna give that a 5.
Nice.
It's a big track, so.
Jeez, we got some high ratings today. Jeez.
Hey,
make sure you guys go check that out.
Yo, what Khan did it, man.
Actually, you can't actually check that one out. That one won't be on the Spotify playlist.
No,
that one's just for the podcast people. Super exclusive.
Not yet.
We're going to hopefully be doing that more too, so that's another benefit of listening to the podcast. You get to hear unreleased music too. Yo, if you guys like the reviews, you guys like the way it's going, like I said, go check out the playlist and all that stuff. We're going to keep bringing it to you. So submit your music and stuff like that. Just to kind of recap the show, guys, as usual, you know, shout out to Super Vendors for keeping us hydrated, keeping us munchied up all night.
Super Vendors was good. This one, the Ramoon or whatever, this was dope. Tastes like cream soda.
Right?
Yeah.
I actually,
with real sugar.
The Kool-Aid Sour Jammer was actually fire. Like, yo, if you guys can get your hands on these, jump all over them.
The fruit roll-ups. Or what are you giving that out of 5?
Oh, we're marking out of 5s? I didn't remember marking out of 5s. I'd give this a 5 though. It was fire.
You give it a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give this probably like 4.5. Okay. Fruit by the foot, Starburst.
I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was over the top.
Okay. What are you giving it?
Give it like a 3.5.
Yeah. Wasn't a fan.
Didn't like stand out.
It was alright. I'm gonna give it a 3.
I thought the candy was a lot better.
Yeah. The Sour Kiss.
Yeah, these big chewy nerds.
Yeah.
These big chewy nerds were fire. So if you guys can get your hands on those, I would jump on those. We ate the whole bag. That was fire. So your drink was good. My drink was good. For these, I would give this a 4.5 to 5.
I'm probably gonna give that a 4.5, 5
yeah,
as well.
I'll give it a 4.5, 5.
That was pretty good.
Really good candy.
It was pretty good.
So that was good. That was good.
Shout out to Super Vendors.
Shout out again, Super Vendors. Go check them out, guys.
You have to come and re-up the whole thing. We didn't get into the Lucky Charms yet.
We're gonna get into.
I'm still intrigued.
Next week we're going heavy. We're gonna do both.
I'm still intrigued with this. We have to get into this.
And we're gonna unbox the mystery box hopefully next week too.
Hopefully.
So what we'll do is we'll eat this. We'll eat that.
Maybe we can get him in and do a little interview with what he does, and
that's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we can hit up Chris and
get Chris in.
You know, and get him in here. Definitely there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then he can tell you guys a little bit about his business and how he's been able to kind of make some extra income and thrive throughout the pandemic and stuff like that, and just try to keep the wheels turning and everything. But
for sure.
Again, shout out to Super Vendors. Shout out to all of you guys for watching. It's been
absolutely.
Oh, shout out to Angie for the
Yeah, for the banana
the
bread.
banana bread.
Yeah, she's
Flyer,
got a little
on point.
independent business that she's doing. Hit her up on the
Shout out to
Facebook.
the web. Cop the sweaters. You guys already know. So hit up Mike Gutz if you guys want to cop the sweaters. Go check out the playlist.
sweaters are there. The loaded. Yeah, for sure. Playlist is there.
And
we're out there.
I think that's about it, man. Oh, so yeah, so we did that. We did the. Sorry, so we just shouted out the sponsors. My bad. Then
R.I.P. to DMX.
R.I.P. to DMX.
Yeah.
That was a biggie thing that we spoke about at the beginning of the podcast. From there, we went to the gut check time. Actually, I think that was part of gut check time.
Yeah.
Sorry, so
sure.
so yeah, we did gut check time. We talked about various topics. We talked about DMX. We talked about what else did we talk about?
Talk about
COVID-19.
the COVID-19 bullshit. You know,
Just talk about that.
It's just messed up, you know. But stay safe, people. You know, and just take care of yourself and take care of your surroundings, and and protect your wealth. And
as for like the online performance stuff, like just do it responsibly. If we can get it going, like great, you know what I mean. But just do it responsibly. Just do it like if you're the promoter or if you're the venue or whatever it is. Take those precautions. I know like people want to. If you're trying to fight it and you're willing to take the ticket or whatever, then cool. But other than that, guys, just be responsible, because they will shut it down if you're not being responsible about it. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying do it. Like get that camera in your hand, go film stuff, get stuff done, because you can go film, you can go do stuff, you can still be active as an artist.
Right.
Not even just film. You can go record. You can go do lots of stuff. So
yeah.
Just to touch on that topic, right? So then after gut check time, again, like shout out to Dre Specz.
Yeah,
brought
Dre Specz
on the show.
Shout out to Dre Specz.
So that was dope, man. You got to bring him in. Haven't seen him in a while. So that was cool. Getting to talk to him about Connect the Dot.
Yeah, and all the shit.
And his music. Then we got to review the track and shit. That was dope.
Yeah,
the reviews were sick.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to our first number 10, first 10 mics, Con
for sure.
That was insane.
Con got a 10.
We had a lot of high ratings.
Dre Specz had the 9.5.
That's right. We had Zays had a 9.5.
He had a 9.5.
Or no, he had an 8.5.
He had an 8.5.
8.5. We had an 8.5. Then we had Julius Sleazer with the 8.
It was a good song.
So go check out all those songs on this playlist. Go check out the Memory Lane playlist. Keep supporting. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. If you're watching this and all that, keep playing it. Even if you watch it once, play it over again. Play it on multiple screens if you want to. Play it in the background, muted. I don't care. We're trying to get the hours up, the watch time hours up. So we're trying to take this and go higher. So on the YouTube algorithm, it helps us. So just by playing the video, like I said, it helps us a lot. It goes a long way. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. Shout out to Mike Gutz.
Yeah, shout out to Dan Barker. You already know,
Boom.
bro. You already know, man.
Until next week, we'll see you guys.
Peace, love, respect. We out of here,